Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Colorado Sports TV's coverage of the CFC Championship game of 2018. We are here with the Denver Sharks as they take on the Colorado Raptors. We are live from Cheyenne Mountain High School in Fort Collins. I wish I live in Fort Collins. No, tonight we are down in Colorado Springs. Let's see if we can't get you a bit of this wonderful view we've got here looking down over the city. We are inside kind of a sealed up press box. We're going to try to get some sounds of the game as best we can for you. But I thank you so much for tuning in. Just a couple minutes away from the kickoff here. The Raptors are in neon green with dark blue helmets. The Sharks in dark green jerseys with white helmets. So I've just been told the Sharks have won the coin toss and they've chosen to receive the ball here. I don't have rosters or anything else. It was a huge, huge backup on I-25. We barely made it in time for the game at all. The kick, not a bad one. It is caught at the 20-yard line. He's going to move forward. Immediately swallowed up. He got up to about the 27 before he's brought down. Again, I thank you for tuning in to Colorado Sports TV's coverage of this game. We're on air. The commissioner just walked in the booth.
Okay, welcome to Colorado Sports TV's coverage of the Colorado Football Conference 31st Annual Championship game. The Sharks have received, and we've got the number one ranked Denver Sharks coming from Denver. They had an undefeated season going against the number two ranked Colorado Raptors, whose only loss came to the Sharks, and that was with seconds left to go in the game. Expecting a heck of a...
Oh, take a second, catch your breath there. Yeah, batted down.
Sharks.
That one.
Yeah, sure did. Down about 14 by the play of their proc.
Do is point it at them. I'll be back in just a minute.
Ooh, double duty. We're going max protection, the shot, single safety over the top for the route. Smoke keeps it. He's got some room. Gets out to the 30. Gets out to the 34-yard line. So that should take it to about 3rd and 4 for the Denver Sharks. Front. Smoke. After two great runs, and right at the 4. I'm a little new to this camera. Crowded front for the left. There's the hand on the far side. It looks like he's motioning. So I'll repeat first down. Long-time CFC veterans know he gets there. It looks like the smoke keeps it. Now we're changing from 2 to the right. Crowded with me, so I'm not going to be able to put names to numbers, but great pass and catch. And looks like we're going to go hurry up is what the Sharks are going to do. And we're going to stay the same formation, 2 by 2, 2 to the left, 2 to the right. Same crowd up front by the Raptors. It's like a 4 front. There's that snap. Hands off to number 5. Tries to push through that line. He's gained a couple of yards on there. Gain of 2. Going to take us a 2nd and 8. Oh, yeah. I should know number 5. If any of you are CFC veterans or were watching this game over the last 30 years, you guys should know who James Ray is. He's an amazing running back. He's got speed and agility and power when he needs it. And he just displayed it right there by getting through that hole, creating a hole and pushing his way forward for a gain of 2. But James Ray's got the ability to break a run open at any time. Same formation, 2 by 2. Same front by the Raptors. Smoke's looking to throw. He's got plenty of time. Gets it. I couldn't connect with 88. Excellent job by the offensive line of the Sharks to give him plenty of time. He just couldn't make that connection to 88. And Smoke is one of those kind of quarterbacks that you're going to want to pressure him, because if you give him too much time, he is going to pick you apart. He's got the skill set to do it. Oh. Yeah, you feeling what I was feeling a minute ago?
Yeah, I had to run to the equipment car and back, and now I'm all winded.
Yeah. All right, so a substitution for the Sharks. Let's see what they come out with here. Oh, looks like they're going to go with that max protection again. 2 to the left, 1 to the right. Same front for the Raptors. They're liking to put some pressure on that line because they got a single safety over the top, and Jawan's trying to take advantage of it. He rolls out to his right, but here comes the pressure. He gets rid of it, and the ball's batted up in the air. Incomplete. That was a 3rd down play. That thing is the 4th and 8 on the Raptors' 47-yard line.
Yeah, we can go ahead and take another look at that here.
Oh, my goodness, Scott, do we have replay?
We have a crude replay.
I appreciate it. Finally. After all this time, I'm finally happy we got replay. That's awesome. All right, so after a failed drive with some pretty good plays, we're going to go ahead and punt the ball as the Sharks, and sitting back for the Raptors looks like number 22. And there's that snap, and the punt's in the air, and he looks like he's trying to take it out of bounds. Bounces right close to the sideline, but then does go out of bounds. So smart special teams play by the Sharks to not give the Raptors an opportunity to return it. And we're about to switch sides. Scott, I'd like to get a
fan.
Yeah, it's getting warm in here. Actually, I was talking about an opportunity to find out where Ollis is. So I'll do the series.
Sure.
And then I'll go try and find him for you.
No problem.
Right?
I appreciate you stepping into the booth here.
Yeah, no problem. I don't want to leave you hanging. All right, so if you guys don't know, the Raptors offense is very, very strong, and they're going to spread them out. 3 to the right, 1 to the left, single back it out of shotgun. And Watson is at quarterback, and he is one of the best quarterbacks in this league right now. The handoff, he's bouncing to his left, bounces outside, and ooh, he takes a hit as he goes out, but there is a flag. But the flag was thrown before the hit. So I don't see another flag out there either.
Got some holding or something going on?
It could be. But it looked like it came from one of the back judges. So he's placing it there. We do have holding against the Raptors. It's going to come back. So I guess they didn't see that hit was out of bounds, so it must have been in bounds when it was made. So that's going to take them to where are they going? 1st and 20? Yeah. All right, so Watson's going to spread them out again. 3 to the right, 1 to the left. Looks like the Sharks have run a modified 3-4, sometimes 3-5 defense, led by number 8, Malcolm Riley, who's had an incredible season. And there comes the snap, fakes the handoff, got one-on-one, it's over the top, and Tan's got it, and he's going to make a break, trying to get away from 7. 7 finally makes a tackle, brings him down out of bounds. The ref is spotting it. Where is he spotting it? He's putting it down in the Sharks' 32-yard line. Nice play on one-on-one, and the covers broke down for the Sharks, and Watson took advantage of it. Great throw and great catch by the Raptors on their opening drive. And they're going to hurry up. No point in waiting. So they're going to take the snap. Same formation, 3 to the right, 1 to the left. There's a snap. Looking for something.
And
throws
flag.
over the top. And it is one-on-one, but it was overthrown. And, yeah, there is another flag on the play. So it looks like it's going to be offsides against the Sharks is my guess, because they didn't blow the whistle unless it's a holding. But it came right after the snap, so I'm going to guess it was the offsides. Let's see what he says. Yeah, we do have offsides against the Sharks. And we've got tripping against the Raptors. Those penalties are offset, and we'll redo the down. And, you know, that's what that hurry-up offense can create, too, is gets defensive linemen to jump early because they're expecting a quick snap.
Absolutely.
All right, so after the offsetting penalties, it's 1st and 10 for the Raptors, and Watson's going to keep them in the same formation. 3 to the right, 1 to the left. Sharks have a crowded front, but they've got, what is that, 3 safeties? Waiting for the snap is Watson. Oh, there was a jump. They almost got him. Oh, he did catch him again. Free play, sack. But the offside is going to negate that. Yeah, I saw them jump off sides. I don't think there's any chance that this is going to be against the offense. Let's see what the ref calls here. Yep, offsides against the Sharks. That 10-yard penalty. No, 5-yard penalty. Repeat the first down. So it's going to be 1st and 5 for the Raptors. Same formation. And we're not going to huddle. We're going to go. Waiting for the snap is Watson. Faking pressure is number 14 on the outside. There's that snap. Here comes the pressure. Handoff up the middle. Number 1 makes something happen. He makes somebody move. Push it forward through and finally gets in, scores. The Raptors strike blood first. Big run play, big pass play on that drive. Gives the Raptors a 6-0 lead on their opening possession. Now, the Raptors don't really have a field kicker. So they've been going for 2 most of the year. Their middle linebacker, Zach Noel, can kick field goals, but I see him on the sideline right now. So it looks like they're going to go for 2 right here.
Well, if you have the ability, why not just pile on the points?
Well, let's see what happens here. He's spreading them out 2 by 2, 2 to the left, 2 to the right, single back out of a shotgun. Oh, Sharks jump early and hit the ball. Was it snapped?
Yeah.
They didn't blow the whistle, did they?
No, that was a really funky.
Yeah, let's see what the explanation for that was.
Yeah, I don't know. They're going to repeat that down. Clearly, some players thought it was a fumbled play. And
okay, but they're not going to take off any yards. They're going to replay the down. Either the guy snapped it or the defensive jumped off and kicked it. But I guess we're just going to redo the play without a penalty. So we're going to stay in the same formation, 2 by 2, 2 to the left, 2 to the right. Number 1 in the backfield next to Watson. Crowded box for the Sharks. Faking some pressure are the Sharks. Watson's going to try and draw him off again, isn't he? There's that snap. Tries to get rid of it, and it's knocked down. The ball is loose. They must have blown the whistle. They're going to call it forward, an incomplete forward pass. And that results in 6 points for the Raptors with the loss of, without the ability to make the 2-point. Now the refs are huddling. So I wonder what they're talking about here. I mean, the play was no good. Yeah, it's getting warm in here, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a little warm. I'm like, there's air.
Is there? Barely.
But I'm too short to receive it.
Oh, thank you. Appreciate that. Okay. There was a penalty against the Raptors. I think it was blocking below the waist.
So it looks like they're going to back it up and try it again?
No, I think they're going to go special teams.
They're saying chalk block.
Chop block. So that's going to be assessed on the kickoff. So the same result is still the same in that it's a 6-point drive for the Colorado Raptors with, I can't see the clock, 9 minutes, 20 seconds left in the first quarter. And, Scott, I'm going to go ahead and see if I can find all this for you, okay?
Yeah, no problem. I appreciate it. Thanks.
If not, I'll be right back in.
Okay.
All right. Thank you, guys.
Eric has been on the mic a few times over the last couple of years, so we always welcome him. But since he's now the commissioner, he's got other responsibilities he's got to do. And he knows I'm not terribly comfortable. Ah, nice to meet you. You know what? Let's get you a dry pair. Eric's a wonderful announcer and a good friend, but man, he sweats up a storm.
Yeah.
Well, welcome to the broadcast.
Thank you for having me.
Raptors about to kick off here. They find themselves up 6-0. A decent-sized kick through the hands of number 10, and he's going to try to make forward progress here, but he gets brought down just on the midfield side of the 40-yard line. So this is really shaping up to be an exciting game. You have a roster? Oh, wonderful. Okay. Let me stick that down there. Oh, yes, I understand. Well, no problem. I can shout out numbers. So Sharks come up to the line here. Who is the quarterback, number 2 for the Sharks?
It is Juwan McFly Price. I believe he goes by Smoke.
Smoke. Smoke hands off to 24, 24, immediately meets up with a wall, and he gets shoved back. I don't think he even made it up to the line of scrimmage.
We have 24 is Aubrey Quarles for the Denver Sharks.
And Corals had a loss of 2 on that, so it's going to be 2nd and 12 here. They are midfield. Yeah, this is a really nice stadium down here.
It is.
I haven't. This is my second time broadcasting here and first time this year, and other than being a hella drive from my house in Fort Collins,
yeah, definitely a drive.
This is a really nice stadium. I like it here. Quarterback is caught, almost throws an interception, but it goes through his hands. Going to be an incomplete pass here, so we're 3rd down and 12 here.
One of the good things with the Raptors, they're hoping that he does throw because they rely on their secondary.
Okay.
So their secondary is so tough that they're in man-to-man the entire time. If you notice, they are definitely coming out man-to-man. All corners, linebackers, everybody's man-to-man. They're okay sending 4 guys. You're not going to see, them. It may look like they're stacking the box with 8, 9 guys, but they're dropping back. They put everybody on the island. They feel that their corners are better than every team's wide receivers.
Well, then they're going to be sitting out there looking to poach some passes here. Now he's hoping for a little bit of interference there. They got hung up a few yards further down the lane than they were supposed to, but
And
Zebras are calling a clean play, incomplete. So it's going to be 4th and 12. And looks like the Sharks are going to be bringing out their kicking team here.
back deep, you have Demetrius Clamps Nixon. He is their safety. On coverage there, you had number 2, Dorrance Roberts. They call him D-Rob.
Well, folks, I'm sorry for now. I'm going to have to turn the instant replay off. It's tweaking in some way that I'm going to have to investigate at halftime. So I'd rather give you a clear picture without replay than risk having all kinds of jarbles. Oh, and that one gets past the receiver. They think he touched it. He says he didn't. So that'll either be down on the 12 or it's a touchdown. We'll have to see which it is.
And I actually think that one went straight to Mr. Nixon's legs.
I wonder if it didn't brush off of his legs. And unfortunately, even with my replay going, I wouldn't have been able to tell that.
Understandable.
It hit his leg?
It did get a hold of him?
Oh, yeah. One of the other guys in the booth here says that it deflected off of his leg. I thought it did too, but the guys in the stripes have got the much better angle here, so
Definitely.
I'm not gonna argue if they say it didn't happen. I'll argue about most anything, but not that. In fact, the commissioner and he rode down to the Springs together, and it was an enjoyable ride. But yeah, there was some arguing going on.
He's a good guy. And you want to know what's so good about the Raptor offense? The Raptors don't actually have a real offensive coordinator.
No?
Their offensive coordinator is the quarterback, Watson. He calls every play from the huddle. So everything that you've seen the Raptors doing is the quarterback.
Well, the Raptors were able to pick up some yards there, be close to a first down. We'll have to see.
And, I mean, it's definitely a lot easier with the new addition of Royce Ossie coming into the Raptors in his first year. This year, you can hand him the ball on first down, and he, at any point, can go and get you 10, 15, break off a big run. So,
well, that's nice when you've got somebody who can just pick those up at will.
yeah, that's definitely big for him. Looks like we have the Denver Sharks showing a cover 3 or a man.
Oh, he's going to go deep here. Almost comes down with it. Bounces off his chest in the collision with the cornerback. But the net result is an incomplete pass, 2nd and 10.
And again, like I was saying, the biggest thing about the Raptors, they don't have an offensive coordinator. So when you see them putting up these big offensive games like that, it's all credit goes to, at the start, Watson coming out here and calling correct plays. And the Denver Sharks and Colorado Raptors actually played earlier this season. I believe that the Denver Raptors beat the Denver Sharks beat the Colorado Raptors by 1 point when they played the first time.
Well, I was told to prepare for a battle.
Yeah, I will be shocked if it's a blowout either way. Even though after the Denver Sharks game, the Raptors came out and they beat NoCo like 30-something to 0. So the fact that I'm willing to almost guarantee that the Raptors have came out here and prepared for this game intense. But good job to the Denver Sharks for getting here, being a first-year team, getting here how they have. We have Nick Eisler, the Iceman.
87 brought that reception down and then was able to pick up another 8 yards. Crosses over the 50, picks up the first down.
Nick Eisler is his name. He's actually in the running for tight end / wide receiver of the year as well.
Nice.
We have a penalty against the Colorado Raptors. I missed what it was.
Well, folks, thank you so much for tuning in to Colorado Sports TV's coverage of CFC Championship game. We haven't done a lot of CFC games this year, In fact, actually, this is our first one of the year.
Wait for the big one.
We've done
go big or go home.
Oh yeah, we did a lot of games in the previous years, but this year we ended up because of personal reasons, we ended up taking most of the season off.
Say numbers for me. Just when it happens, because I can't see it. Just the number. You gotta be quiet about it because we're live.
Had some junior broadcasters step into the booth. I love her hair. That is crazy curly hair is.
Crazy curly redhead.
Oh well. We're standing next to a redhead, so I'm just not going there. Because I'm Irish enough to know that you just don't mess with the
Just
firewomen.
some stuff that you just leave alone.
I'm not sure what the holdup is here, but both teams are lined up. We're just waiting for the Zebras to tell us we can go ahead and continue.
I feel like I heard there was a penalty that was waived off against the Raptors.
Okay.
Unfortunately, your replay isn't working, so.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I might have brought the wrong machine for that. That's really a system that requires a much bigger computer setup than I brought with me. But nice catch. Number 10 was able to snag that up out of the air, picks up another first down, marches them down to inside the 30. They are sitting on the 26-yard line here as the Raptors just move down the field at will.
Another good catch, Luis Phoenix Quijada. The good thing about him, he's actually a really good basketball player as well. So he was able to go up and grab that ball.
Oh, not able to bring that one down.
An incompletion, a drop pass by Luis Phoenix Quijada.
Yeah, it was something about having the defender land on your rib cage as you hit
Yeah.
the ground that just kind of made the ball pop out of his hands.
It's one of those things. Whoever said you should catch every ball that hits your hands wasn't getting hit.
Well, yeah, no, because that's the coaches, of course.
Yeah, that's definitely the
who
coaches.
have selective memory from when they were players 20 years before.
Yeah. And like I was saying, it's one of the good things, or one of the cool things that I'm willing to bet almost nobody who isn't a part of the Raptors organization really knows that Watson is out there calling those plays by himself. He's not. There's no coach down there helping him out with, hey, call this play, call that play, send in this play. Most teams have that offensive coordinator, the eye in the sky.
Right.
So he's not only a good football player, he's a pretty good coach as well.
Well, that's not so uncommon. It used to actually be very common in the NFL with the quarterbacks. Terry Bradshaw never had his offensive coordinator.
Yeah.
He always called all of his own plays on the field. So did Starbuck and
kind of like a Peyton.
And all the greats from before they were making 7-8 figures this season.
Yeah.
I don't know if you can hear in the background, but they're announcing who the Zebra crew is. And so far, they seem to be doing a good job tonight.
Yeah, it's been a pretty clean game. Haven't seen too many penalties called as of yet. Good job to Adam Moose Morris. He's the offensive line coach for the Colorado Raptors. So we've seen that so far Watson has been able to stay up on his feet. Royce Ossie has also had a decent – are we still in first quarter?
Yeah, we've got 6:21 left to go in the first.
Okay.
So it's – while the game also feels like it's been moving quickly, we've still got quite a bit of game ahead of us.
We do.
So it's It's been a fun game so far. I'm just not used to this booth. I can't hear very well. It's just kind of
Closed in.
Yeah, it's closed in. I'm used to having my window in front of me open up.
Yeah.
A quick pass to the left. Able to bring that in. Picks up another, looks like 5 yards. The angle's kind of hard for me to tell. Sorry. But he is inside the 5-yard line now, or right. Well, it depends. We'll have to see where the spot is. It should be inside. Now they're going to put it right on. So he is looking at 2nd and goal here. Although
That was a quick screen to Lorenzo Hollywood Brown.
I have to correct myself here. He's got 2nd and 2. There's a first down to be had before the goal line.
And I definitely see a run coming here. I mean, I've got to hang
I
out
don't
with
know if I'd call it a run or a rollover.
There we go, run.
But into the goal he goes. That's number 1.
Royce Ossie with the his 2nd touchdown of the day. And the reason I was saying I seen a run coming was because, like I said, Watson calls his own plays, and I've had a chance to sit and talk with Watson a lot.
Mm-hmm.
So, like you said, it was 2nd and 2.
2nd and 2, but 5 yards from the goal line.
2nd and 2, 5 yards from the goal line. So if we run the ball, get 2 yards, then as a offensive coordinator,
And you got
I
4
play
more
quarterback
chances
as well.
to sit there and pound them away.
Yes. And that's exactly why I said I 100% see a run coming there.
You're welcome, darling. There you go. I remember when my kids were that little. My oldest is moving out in 2 weeks now. So
I know you're a happy man.
No, actually, I would prefer he stick around a little longer.
Oh, wow.
He turns 18 next week, and he's wanting to move out in September. So I'd be one of those folks. I'm okay if he stuck around for another year or two, to be honest. But he says it's time to go.
Well, that's a good thing. At least he's not 30 and still at home.
No, we're not there, and knowing my wife, we'll never go there. She'd be like, you take the house, I'm moving.
So we do have Royce Ossie. He recorded his 2nd touchdown of the game. Again, that offensive line for the Raptors, I'm actually surprised that their running game has been so strong.
Well, we say that, but the truth is that neither time did they went for 2, and they didn't make it either one. So
understandable, but again, it comes. I mean, if you're going down, they were going for 2 because they don't have a kicker,
right?
So,
yeah, we're a special breed.
Yeah.
We're like, what? We gotta go in now? I played football, so I don't have to do PE.
That's the older generation talking right there.
Oh yeah. That might have been a little too much reveal, but hey. I actually did play as a kicker, as a field goal kicker.
Okay.
I wasn't any good, but I did it. And I was always kind of surprised when it was time to go in.
Good kick.
Nice kick. It's going to go in and through. Oh, well, it went
That's
through
a
the goal.
touchback, yes.
Either way, it's going to be a touchback. So the Sharks will start their drive on the 20. We've got 5:35 to go here in the first quarter. And I'm once again finally making the change and saying quarter instead of periods because I'm constantly got hockey on the brain.
Oh.
We're getting close to hockey season.
Yeah.
So, but right now we're looking at Raptors 12-0 here. And we'll have to see if the Sharks are going to be able to find their groove and get to the opposite end of the field.
The 50? Like I said, I'm pretty sure. I feel like the game plan for the Raptors so far has been they want number 2 to throw the ball. They're okay with him throwing the ball because, like I said, their corners they feel are better than the opposing team's receivers.
Well, their linebackers are pretty good at chasing people down too.
Yes, pursuing the ball.
That's going to be a loss on the play. Looks like it's going to be, well, I'm just going to wait and see where they spot the ball because my guesses haven't been right yet.
I did see a flag come out as well.
Yeah, you want to keep the laundry to a minimum as much as you can.
Yeah. Especially in a big game like this, like the refs definitely don't want to be the reason you see it. What do we? It looks like a hold on the Sharks. We're backing up, so I'd assume a hold.
Well, that pass is a little high. The receiver just bats that away to make sure the defender doesn't try to poach that on him. But it's going to be repeat down here, so it's going third and 20. Or maybe I missed that up on the sticks here. Because they haven't flipped it to third. It still says second down.
Did we replay first?
That must have been.
Okay.
Well, I was trying to make sure the machine didn't overheat. I might have missed the whole
Replay.
Yeah. I tried to bring some interns with me, but they're like, we got to go where?
From where? Oh, no, that's too far of a drive.
These are folks that live in the metro and don't own cars.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's too far of a drive.
So they don't like to go. They don't even like to go to the other end of the metro.
Yeah.
That was something that was really hard for me to get used to when I first got to Colorado, is how folks just don't like to drive. And then I saw how bad they are at it, and then
Then you understood. Down in Colorado Springs, people just can't drive. And we've actually got pretty lucky so far. The weather's holding up. It's actually a really nice day out right now.
it is gorgeous. Well, the guys on the bench are trying to get the crowd all riled up here, and having some type of success. He's back, got the snap wide open through his hands, bounced off his chest, and incomplete. That would have gotten him the first down and maybe even then some, but not to be. So we are now looking at 3rd and 20 here from the 15.
So dark green is Denver Sharks. Light green is Raptors.
Let's go blue and white. That's the easiest. Blue helmet, white helmet.
Yeah.
Because the commissioner is colorblind, and he thought the Sharks' shirt was gray or brown. He didn't realize it was green. So,
Nah, that's just old age.
no. That's just people who are fortunate enough to see the world their own way. Deep pass, but over everyone's head.
And like I said, again, if you notice, the Raptors are in straight man-to-man. Nope. No ands, ifs, or buts about it. They are in man-to-man. They have Demetrius Nixon, number 22, over top for the help. Mm-hmm. And he was there, but they're man-to-man 100%.
Yeah, I got to say, that's a heck of an arm.
That is.
That was about a 40-yard in-the-air pass and tight spiral. That was impressive. But unfortunately, the receiver was not able to bring it down, and they are going to go for it here.
No, we're in punt.
Oh, no, they didn't punt. There it is. There's the guy back there. Sorry. I was just astonished there. Like, what? Someone's – but midfield punt, he receives it. He's up to the 40 and still on his feet, but pushed back. He got about to the 47-yard line before he was brought down. Or, excuse me, the 37-yard line. So the Raptors are going to start this drive in the Sharks' defensive zone.
Have we seen them actually drive the field yet?
No.
Or they drove the second touchdown. They drove the entire field.
The Raptors?
Yes.
Yes, they have.
Yes.
Yes, they have. I'm sorry. I thought you meant if we've seen the Sharks drive. And
we
no,
definitely have
I don't
not
think
seen
we've seen the Sharks get
even
past the
cross
50.
Yeah.
I don't. And they're the number one ranked team.
Yeah, they went undefeated this season. Like I said, they beat the Raptors, I believe, week 1 or 2, and but the Raptors feel that they let that game get by them. There was a drop touchdown pass which.
Oh, and the turnover.
Oh, fumble.
The Sharks have the ball.
And that could be what the Sharks needed. A little momentum.
Absolutely. Some kind of spark to get them going.
Something. Because offensively, they just look like they're outmatched right now. Offensively, I'm not really sure if it's the fact that they're outmatched or the fact that they're just this is a big game, so it might be one of those.
It could be jitters.
Jitters.
Yeah, no, that's possible. It's jitters is a possibility.
Yeah.
In some, honestly, it could even. I know it's not very far, but it could be even travel fatigue in some ways.
That's
because the interstate was a
honestly the
nightmare
truth.
coming down.
Yeah, that's honestly the truth. It could be travels. The fact that
it's only about a 90-minute drive, so it's
but
not
when you
that
say
bad.
it's only a 90-minute drive for a 300-pound lineman sitting in the car, and then you get out the car. Let's say you got here at 5:30 or something. If you show up late, then we have smoke.
He busts loose and crosses out.
Good run.
He's able to pick up the first down and then some. He crosses over. So we've now got the Sharks at the 41-yard line. Oh, okay. No, they're gonna say he slid. So they put him at the 44-yard line.
Juwan McFly.
I'm sorry. Who is the Sharks quarterback?
Juwan McFly. I am almost certain they call him Smoke.
Juwan McFly Price.
Yes.
Well, Juwan was able to break free there. So in addition to a cannon for an arm, he's got wheels.
He's got some legs. And I haven't been able to get up to any Denver Sharks games, so I haven't seen whether he's a runner or not. But, he looked really good on that one. Dropping back, saw the crease there and got through there.
I think you called it earlier when you said that turnover could spark something because they are now rolling. They've crossed over the 50 and the 40, and they've got an excitement going now. Oh, just a few steps ahead of him. 88 was not able to bring that in.
That was intended for Andrew Maynard Jr. Andrew Maynard Jr.
Andrew Maynard Jr. Well, Andrew's got some wheels on him too, but he was just not able to bring that one in.
Yeah.
So we are at 3:29 here in the first, and it's still 12-0 Raptors. I see that they've switched the scoreboard around. They had the guests at 12, but they have corrected that. So the Raptors are the home team here. So
do you know if that is a CFC thing, that the Raptors are the home team this year? And there we go. We have him running again.
It is. It is. Because the Sharks were ranked number one. You'd think that they would be the hosts and that we would be having this game up in the Metro.
Yeah.
However, and if no Southern Conference team had qualified for this game, then that's what would have happened. So like if the Nightmare had won instead of the Raptor last week, and the Sharks had still won, then we would be in Inglewood right now.
Okay.
Now, if the Eagles, however, had beaten the Sharks and the Nightmare still won, then we'd be in Greeley.
Yes.
But because there was a Southern Conference team qualified for today's game, and this was a Southern Conference year. Every other year they alternate as to where this championship game will be, and we have a turnover.
Demetrius clamps Nixon again.
He pulls that down, but he thought he was clear to get back up, but they're going to call him down with contact. So it's now going to be the Raptors' ball on the 4-yard line.
And that Denver Sharks turnover was brought to an abrupt halt.
So much for that Sharks drive.
I actually speak with Demetrius a lot as well. He prides himself as he is the best safety in the league. So he'll say it all the time. I am the best safety in the league. He's very opinionated. We'll let you know, like, that he is the best safety in the league. And right there, again, the Raptors in man-to-man. And when you have someone 6'4", who's able to go up and get that ball, who's kind of just back there, it's hard to get the ball off.
Oh, yeah. Well, it just shows the Raptors are here to play.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, more lateral than forward. Might have gotten something, but I don't think so. I think they're going to reset that on the line of scrimmage. So we're still looking at 2nd and 10 on the 4-yard line here.
It's definitely a good team wrap up there.
As you can see, we've got just 2.5 minutes to go in this quarter.
And the Denver Sharks keep walking that safety down, so I'm uncertain if they are in a cover 3 or if they are also in man.
Yeah, I'm not.
Because if you notice that, see, that safety comes down when the Raptors are in that trips formation, so the opposite safety comes down. So I'm not sure if there's a cover 3 there or if there's...
Oh, we've got a flag as soon as the ball was snapped, so...
More than likely somebody's offsides.
A free play, but didn't do any good. They got brought down once again at the line of scrimmage.
Might have been one of your defensive players over the ball a little bit. Oh, no, we have... It was a penalty against the Raptors that was declined.
Okay. Well, it's going to be 3rd and 10 here. Oh, no, they moved him forward, so it's going to be 3rd and 9.
They did give them the...
They did give him a 1 yard of forward momentum here. So, got a nice throw to the right, but he's immediately knocked out of bounds. Depending upon the spot, however, they could call that a first down, and they're going to move the chains here. So,
and first down, 87, Nick Eisler, the Iceman.
You know, I'll get everyone's names just in time for the handshakes.
Living in the Springs probably gives me that benefit of knowing everyone's names.
Well, or at least the opportunity to see them play far more often.
Definitely. We have a draw.
And we have a ghost image off the window. You're right in the middle of the camera.
Were you at the last year's championship game?
Yes.
I really think when we were talking about jitters, the Colorado Raptors played in the championship game last year versus
the Greyhawks.
Yes.
Well.
And with the Greyhawks' departure to the CFA, that kind of opened up a...
That actually, I think, helped the CFC in some ways because it made the level of competitive play a little more balanced. But
in the CFC, it made
in
it
the
more,
CFC, yes.
Yes, instead of one team just dominating.
The dominance just shifted.
Yeah, because I believe they play next week versus the Denver Elite up in Denver. So
yeah, they're going to be hosting the Loveland Elite up at 5 Star Stadium.
I believe so.
Yes, at 5 o'clock, or excuse me, at 7 o'clock kickoff.
Yep.
There is a good possibility that we will be there for that game. We're still waiting on final word.
Okay.
I'm happy to come down. I love Five Star Stadium. It's the second closest to my house. But no, it's actually a wonderful
there's
stadium.
True love there.
Yeah, there's a lot to love about that stadium from my perspective. Wonderful facilities, but that is a huge catch. The Raptors have their first down, but the Shark bench is claiming a turnover here. We'll have to see what the Zebras say. No, it is still in the Raptors' possession.
Luis Phoenix Quijada.
See, I can already tell that this room is going to get tricky once it finally gets dark.
Oh, yeah.
We're going to have to shut that door and keep the lights off. Otherwise, we're going to see ourselves in the glass.
Yeah, especially with this glass sitting right here.
Oh, yeah. But we're at final seconds of this first quarter, and that will do it.
And like I said, it's a surprising first quarter with the Raptors taking that 12-0 lead. I expected this to be a shootout 100%.
Well, it might still be. We've got 3/4 of the game still to go.
We still do have 3/4 of a game, but it almost appears that you have one team who is showing up because they've been here before, and another team who might be a little nervous.
Well, there is absolutely no question that the Raptors right now have the momentum.
Yes.
They are fighting hard and so far getting the breaks.
And, I mean, one of the huge things about the Raptors, their offense, they've played the entire year without their number one wide receiver. Motique Morton is normally number 25. He is their starting wide receiver. He's their star wide receiver. He's been ineligible the entire season. You also have Jason Luchuga over there announcing the game. There was an award named after him. I got a chance to shake his hand and say, hey. I was telling him that once you get to the level of getting awards named after you, you're on a whole different level now.
Oh, yeah. That's when they also start asking for donations. You got that trophy that's got your name on it. We just need another couple $100. What do you say?
Good catch.
I actually kid, folks. I have no idea if that's the case or not. And if it just so happens to be, oops.
He was a really good quarterback back in his day. I'm not sure if he did get inducted into the Hall of Fame last year or if he's going this year. Run by Royce Ossie.
Brings up 3rd and 5. Sure. Yeah, I can't hear it very well, but I can do it. No, not very well in here. It's all close. But we'll do what we can. Let me see what I can do. A call from the commissioner while on air. That's funny.
That's one of those you just kind of got to pick up.
Oh, yeah. That huge opening over the middle to pick up. That is a gain of about, 10, 20, 30, 35 yards.
Again, the Iceman, Nick Eisler.
Man, the Iceman is having a hell of a game. It's okay. There's no FCC. And we shoot for PG-13 here on Colorado Sports TV.
Okay.
There's the occasional things that are all right, but there's a few areas we just stay away from, and I'm sure that you would anyway. Oh, and if you go political, you got to make fun of everyone. Everyone gets made fun of. That's my only rule when it comes to politics.
Okay. Denver Sharks with the quick stop there.
A run by Roy Sassi, no gain. Stuffed on the play by number 35.
So Denver's run defense has actually done a decent job of keeping the yards in check, but just when they do, the Raptors are able to go airborne and just put it all away.
See, I'm not sure I 100% agree with that because you're saying their run defense, but the Raptors also have 2 rushing touchdowns.
Well, they do, but they're doing it small yards at a time.
Okay, I could see that.
I don't recall too many 30, 40-yard runs.
Agreed. And again with Watson, it's
Slips out of one sack, but the second one brings him down. That is a huge loss. There is, however, some laundry on the field, so we will have to see what actually ends up happening. My 3 attempts at predicting the outcome of play of penalties is I'm 0 for 3, so I'm just shutting up and waiting for the
just
Zebras.
kind of hanging out.
Yeah.
And with the sack, we have number 35, Weldon Guillory. I've actually heard that he is also he'll be a first ballot Hall of Famer as well.
Brings up 3rd and 25 for the Raptors.
And I just heard from the announcer, Mr. Jason Lechuga, that it was 3rd and 25.
I believe it. Over the middle and is complete. Puts him back into the middle of the sticks. That is a huge gain. So that takes him up.
I mean, what do you say again? The Iceman. I mean, like I said, he's in the running for receiver, tight end of the year.
And
he's
deservingly
showing
so.
it why. I mean, clearly.
So they're going to go for it. 4th and 5 here. Picks up out of bounds, but there is, once again, laundry on the field.
And we have an incompletion.
So we'll have to see what that was.
That actually could be a big play because if that gives the Raptors a first down, that's huge for momentum's sake. And if it's against the Raptors, of course, it shuts down their drive.
Absolutely.
And it looks like it was a penalty against the Raptors. So we have first down Denver Sharks ball.
Well, that wasn't really that bad of a gamble here. I mean, you're
with the way
if you
your
turn it over,
defense
they're
is
going to
playing.
be they're deep enough now.
Yeah.
So they're going to take over on the 29-yard line. So honestly, that's even deeper than the last punt resulted in.
Yeah. And like I said, the way your defense is playing, you really can't be upset with turning it over right there.
No.
That also may be a little bit of Watson believing in his offense a little too much because, like I told you, they don't have an offensive coordinator. So it's, hey, coach, let us go for it. So
yeah,
that could be a little bit of that as well.
Well, you said they don't have a place kicker. Do they have a punter?
I believe Daniel Donche is their punter.
He's going to start from the shotgun. He's looking looking left, but ends up throwing over the middle, but no one is home. So it's going to be incomplete, 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd down for the Denver Sharks.
A gorgeous night here in Colorado Springs, but the weather report I'm just getting says that we've got a good chance of getting some rain here in the next half hour.
And that's one of those things I was telling you. It's holding up nice here, but of course we live in Colorado, so it's nice right now. 20 minutes, it'll be hailing on us.
20 minutes or 20 miles, pick one. And the weather's different.
First big run.
Yeah, hand up the middle here. That looks like about a gain of 6 or 7.
Aubrey Quarles, number 24, with the nice run.
So that is going to be 3rd and 4, or 3rd and 3, excuse me. The first down marker is on the 39-yard line. I saw some cool technology that attaches itself to the very bottom of the sticks and will shoot a laser out across the field. So it very much like the yellow line on TV.
Oh, wow.
But it's for the in-stadium live audience.
Okay.
It puts a real vibrant green laser across the grass well, both sticks can do it depending on, but the idea is that it shows you a green line for the in-person to match the yellow line on TV.
Okay.
And I'd love to know if that would show up with our cameras, because that
would be nice.
That would be really fun to have. 24 gets it. He goes to his left, passes up number of defenders, and he's still on his feet. Finally brought down at the 39-yard line.
Big run, Aubrey Quarles again. So now we start seeing that Sharks offense wake up some.
A little bit, yeah. They're just pounding away, trying to get something going here.
They're getting rid of that jet lag,
Yep.
car ride lag.
Well, they're definitely teams that wake up in the second half, or as the game
there
progresses,
definitely
they get rid of the jitters or whatever it was
are.
at first, and they just come to life as the game progresses.
And that's why I was
the
saying
Sharks might be one of those teams.
Big stop in the back.
Yeah, that's a loss on the play there. That's going to push them back about 2.
Number 58, Gregory Molina. He's actually been with the Raptors for a little while now. We have some young cheerleaders down low giving us a chant.
Actually, I actually think they're up on the roof.
Oh, really? So they're up above us.
They might be up above us here. I'm not sure. I thought about setting up there, but that whole 80 or 70% chance of rain at 8 o'clock just kind of
you.
That just did it for me. But that one goes complete over the middle.
Was he touched?
Yeah, I think he was. They're going to call that at right around the 25-yard line. So that's going to put him just short of the first down. So it's going to be 3rd and 1.
And again, the Raptors in 100% man-to-man, so good job by the quarterback there finding his open man and hitting him.
So they're going to stay on the ground, try to go up the middle. But this time they ran into resistance as soon as they hit the line of scrimmage.
I believe they got the first.
I think they did too. They're moving the chains.
Okay.
So that's going to be a pickup of at least 1 and a first down.
That's all they needed.
Yep.
Now, as a coach here, do you tell your quarterback, hey, I know you've had some problems through the air. Let's keep it on the ground. Do you play it safe with your play calling? I'm not sure if the Sharks have a kicker.
If you're going to, first down opportunity is the time to do it. I honestly, fumble. He's going to, maybe not plan to, but he's going to the air. It was a Hail Mary down in the end zone, but nobody comes down with it. Number 1 for the Sharks was up for grabs against 2 Raptor defenders.
And number 1, you have Travis Greer.
Travis made a good attempt at it, but he was not able to bring it down.
He did. Again, you have the Raptors in, like I said, that man-to-man with that free safety over top. You have that Roman safety in Demetrius Nixon over top, so that would have been a remarkable catch, though, if Mr. Greer was able to come down with that.
That would have changed the dynamic of the game, but
It
they're not giving
definitely
up yet. They've still got 2nd and 10 here. He drops back. He's going to go air. And once again, he's going to that corner. They do catch it, but unfortunately, he had already crossed the sideline. So no touchdown, out of bounds there. But
So
A
clearly,
little bit of progress.
clearly the coach decided we're not gonna worry about his first half interceptions, and we're still airing it out. Which
Well, they're
as a-
undefeated.
yeah,
And after 9-0, they're not going to get the jitters too much, and they're not likely to yank him just because he's had a bad first quarter.
well, yeah, I don't see it yanking him, but I mean, it comes down to as a coach, do you just let your team continue to melt down?
Well, I don't know if I'd say that's gone that far. I didn't really see a lot of meltdown. I just saw things not gelling.
And so this entire year, as you stated, they're 9-0. They've done nothing but gel.
Yeah.
So they haven't really hit this adversity yet. I haven't seen all their
No.
games, so I'm not sure if
No.
they've been down. But I'm pretty sure I've just kind of around. You kind of hear different scores and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
And I've heard they've been blowing through every team. So if they're just blowing through every team, the one close game I do know of, when they played the Raptors the first time, they beat them by 1 point.
Okay.
So,
Well, that's a tight game.
yeah.
And one thing I actually find interesting is the number of guys each team still has on their sideline.
Which is remarkable.
There's at least 2 or 3 squads here.
I mean, when it comes down to it, when you're on a championship caliber team, it's guys want to show up.
Oh, yeah.
Now, getting guys to practice is another thing.
Oh, yeah.
Now, you may only have
Without the lure and that hook of a paycheck, it's kind of hard to go make them do something they don't want to do.
It definitely is. Because you may get, 15 guys at practice,
Mm-hmm.
but come game time, you got 40, 50 guys that show up. Now,
Yeah.
with championship caliber
you only
teams,
you only need 11 out there.
see, with championship
So-
caliber teams, you need that core. Now, for going next year, the Denver Sharks, hopefully they do have their core, and they can make this run again next year. Using his legs again.
He's going to go air back to that
wide
corner.
open.
Wide open, bad camera angle, sorry, but that is a touchdown for the Denver Sharks. So it's number 11, it looks like.
Mikhail Simpson.
And they are on the board here with 6:56 left to go in the second quarter. Yeah, I had no expectation the Sharks were just going to roll over.
Yeah. I mean, the coach definitely showed a lot of confidence there, sticking with his quarterback. Just, hey, we're not going to just go into this automatic run first half and settle with the kick. I'm not sure how good the kicker is.
Well, we're going to
Last
find
week,
out.
They played the NOCO, and they have a really good kicker. Kicker looks decent.
Well, that is up and good. So the Sharks put 7 on the board. It's not up there yet, but they'll catch up.
Now, those extra points for the Raptors, are they going to come back to bite them in the butt?
Yeah, or the lack therein.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. That will be the question that we'll have to answer in the second half.
Yep.
Because usually you don't want to give up easy points.
Yeah, definitely.
And a point after is about as easy as it gets.
Yeah.
So I can see the wind is starting to pick up. The flag is fluttering around. A lightning delay? Is that what they just called?
Did they?
Hold on, folks. Let's find out.
And we are figuring out right now if there's going to be a lightning delay or what's going on with the game. It looks like the players are going to the bench. I see players sitting on the bench now. Fans are starting to move. So I think there might be a lightning delay, folks.
Stadium manager to the press box, please. Stadium manager to the press box.
Okay, folks, I just got the word, and that is officially a lightning delay, which means that we are in a 30-minute hold, and they can't resume the game until we have enough time to make sure that it's safe. They've asked all the fans to come off of the metal benches and try to seek shelter here. So we're going to go ahead and step aside for the duration of this. We will be back as soon as we can. I apologize about this. Right now, this has been an exciting game.
It has been.
I hate to see this type of delay happen, but there's a lightning strike that happened just a few blocks from here, and for safety's sake, they have to shut it down. Now, the scary thing from our perspective is that for every strike that continues, that's another 30 minutes.
Yeah.
So right now, at minimum, we're not going to be able to get this game going again until about quarter till. And if the lightning continues, it could even be longer than that. So I'm sorry about this, but we will step aside for just a few, well, I would love to say just a few minutes, but the truth is that I don't know how long. As soon as we can, we will be back. Thank you so much for watching, and stick with us, folks. As soon as we can, we'll continue this game. Well, folks, we're about to get this game back underway. 6:56 left on the clock here in the second quarter. And that was a bit of a rain delay. Sorry about that. But we're back on air. And pass the word. Let everybody know that the game is getting back underway.
Jet ski volleyball swimsuit contest in '89. And we're in rain now. We went in an RV. All the good-looking girls when they get in the RV are like, "Oh, you come in, you come in, you come in. No, you can't come in." It's pretty fun.
See if we can get our windows open again so we can maybe hear a little bit better as to what is going on. Well, that should work as long as nobody bumps it. We've got a headset precariously positioned. And the Sharks are getting ready to kick off here again. Folks, I do want to thank you for your patience here on this game. It was a pretty severe storm that rolled through. But thankfully it has moved on to the south, and we are able to resume play here. As I said, 6:56 to go in the second quarter. Colorado Raptors up 12-7 over the Denver Sharks. Sharks are going to go ahead and kick off here. That is a great kick. It is deep. You're going to catch it at the 1 yard line. He is going to make a run for it. He has crossed 50, the 40, the 30. He's got one guy coming up behind him, but not going to catch him in time. That is a 99-yard run. resulting in 6 points for the Raptors. They're going to jump up to 18-7 here. Holy smokes, what a run. Clearly the delay did not have a bad effect on the Raptors. They were just able to march that right on down the field. Let's see now, since they don't have a place kicker, that is going to force them to go for 2 here. Oh, they're going to actually make an attempt at a kick. Okay. Let's see how this goes. It is blocked and going to end up out of the back of the end zone here, so no good. Raptors are going to have to settle for 6 on that drive. Drive. That wasn't a drive. That was just an amazing run back. Either way, they're going to have to settle for 6. 6:40 on the clock here in the second quarter. We are at Cheyenne Mountain High School in Colorado Springs, Colorado. Thank you so much for tuning in and returning to coverage with us. Don, I do too. And I would love to bring back instant replay. I'm going to see if see if there's something I can do. So the Raptors will kick off here. We'll have to see if the Sharks are going to be able to return the favor. I saw that earlier this year in a game I covered. Not a high kick, bounces off the 30. Go ahead and grabs it. He's working his way through, but the defense just swallows him up at the 39-yard line. So we will have to see what the Sharks are going to be able to do starting there.
6 minutes and 32 seconds left in the second quarter.
Got a bit of a ruckus going on next door in the press booth here. Sharks go ahead and break the huddle. Hand off up the middle. He's able to pick up at least 5 there. Yeah, the house announcer saying 6. We'll have to see where they spot that. Yeah, looks like about a 6-yard gain there. He's going to be stopping at the 44-yard line.
Brings up 2nd and 4 for the Denver Sharks.
Handoff goes to the left. This time he gets tripped up just past the line of scrimmage. Ends up with a gain of about 1 or 2.
A 4-yard run by number 24, Aubrey Coral.
No, they're going to say that is enough for a first down. So that's going to move the sticks. So they've got 1st and 10 on the 49. 2 left, 2 right, 1 in the backfield. Snap. Oh, slant play that didn't pan out. Number 2, thrown behind him. He wasn't able to pull that one in.
Brings up 2nd and 10 on the Denver Sharks 49-yard line.
Juwan McFly-Price is under center for the Sharks. He hands that off, but it is fumbled and turned over. A wet ball popped out of his hands, resulting in a Raptors turnover, so they will take over here, 1st and 10 on the Denver 49. So the momentum once again is with the Raptors. It seems that the long rain delay didn't really have an effect on them and their ability to go ahead and just dominate what's going on right now. And the Sharks were 9-0 going into this game, so I would not expect for them to just back down with this second half. I mean, we've still got 5:14 to go in the second, and then a whole nother half of football to be played. So there's lots of possibilities of what could happen here, folks. But there's little question right now the Raptors have the momentum. He gets everyone settled, and he's snapped. He's looking to his right. Pass out of the backfield to number 1, who's able to pick up about 3 yards on that. And it's Royce Ossie, number 1, out of the camp. Caught that pass out of the backfield. Oh, got a Denver Shark that came over. No flag yet, but he's got it poised. He got back before the snap, so they're just going to let it play. I didn't see any flag there. The Sharks were able to stuff them in the backfield for a loss of about 2. So that's going to bring down 3rd down and 10 here from the 49. In the chat room, I saw some questions about would halftime be altered. Nice bring down, picks up the 1st down and out. That's a gain of about 15. So that is going to put them down to the 34-yard line as they continue their drive down to the goal. As I was saying, there were some questions in the chat room about would halftime be altered, shortened because of the extensive rain delay so close to it. And honestly, I doubt that that will be happening too much. And that's mostly because of the festivities that they have planned during halftime to honor, they've just got some cool things planned, and because of that, I doubt that they'll be able to shorten halftime too much. But there might be something, but I really wouldn't expect it too much. Fakes the handoff, does it. Nice pass. He's got receiver in and out of the hands of the defender, actually. Incomplete pass.
Watson's pass is incomplete. Broken up by the Sharks.
That would have been one of those plays that if I wasn't commentating and doing camera work, I probably would have been a little tighter, and I'm sorry about that. It can be a little difficult at times when you're a one-man band, but hopefully you're enjoying the show. Well, they take that one to the right, not really able to pick up much of a gain, maybe a yard or two, but I think they pretty much just got back to the line of scrimmage. Yeah, they just flipped it at the third down, didn't even move to sticks. Yeah, Don, I agree. This will be a very long game, and unfortunately will probably result in no barbecue.
We are at the 2-minute warning.
And one of the things I was looking forward to coming down to the game tonight was thinking that it would be over early enough to run over and grab some barbecue on my way back to Fort Collins, but alas, that doesn't look like that's going to happen.
At halftime for the awards ceremony.
Yes, MG, the live stream should be up for the halftime show. I'm not exactly sure what all is entailed with the halftime show, but we will do our best to cover it. Yeah, it's also true that we don't normally show a halftime show, but Eric, the commissioner, kind of asked me to stay on for today. He said they had something planned, so we'll be happy to go ahead and do so. All right, back to the game.
3rd and 10 for the Raptors.
Got 3rd and 10. Number 12, Watson. I'm not even going to try to mispronounce that name. It's under center. He ends up throwing an interception. Number 56 for the Sharks has got it. And I probably missed it, and this is what I get when I try to run camera and check rosters. Ugh. All right, no more roster checks. Oh, but there is some mustard on the lettuce I'm seeing, so we'll have to see what the penalty was and if that's going to stand. And it's against the Sharks. So automatic first down.
Against the Sharks. That is after the interception. It will stay Denver Sharks ball. 1st and 10.
So the Sharks will retain the ball. It's still going to be 1st and 10, but they got backed up to the 15-yard line. So with 1:49 seconds to go until halftime, the Sharks will start their drive. Now he steps out of bounds. And a flag on the play. They're going to say he stepped out of bounds back around the 33-yard line. We'll have to see what the flag is.
Denver Sharks. It looks to be first down, Denver Sharks.
So they're saying personal foul against the Sharks, but they will retain their first down. But will be backed up. Well, hold on. We'll have to see. Okay. Well, the Sharks return to the line. He's got a common form for what he's done so far. 2 to the right, 2 to the left. 1 in the backfield. A handoff, but a reverse. He is wide open. Gets to the first down marker before being brought down open field. So they are looking at 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line. Welcome back.
Thank you, thank you. How are you doing?
Oh,
I
not
heard
too
there
bad.
was an opening kickoff for a touchdown.
There was an opening kickoff run back for a touchdown, and the Raptors actually attempted a point after kick.
It was no good.
They got about 5 feet off the ground. Nice fake on the run there, but ends up dropping back, throwing. Unfortunately, it's just a little bit high for his receiver and no good. So it's going to be 2nd and 10 here from the 29. Just over a minute left to go in the second.
So now it comes down to, if you remember in the Super Bowl, what was it, the 49ers and Ravens, they had that big delay, and there was a big problem there.
Well, the Raptors don't seem to be too affected by the delay. They've pretty much picked up right where they left off.
Okay, so the dominance has continued.
Well, yeah, but the Sharks have come back a little bit too. Oh.
I actually thought that was a decent ball there, even though it was incomplete. I actually thought that was a decent ball.
No, I don't disagree. I think a lot of these incompletes have been just a step or two off. So it's just I think it's just a matter of the timings are just not on.
And that could literally be
that's the difference.
The jitters,
Well, that and it also could be not enough practice.
yeah.
You know, you got to run your routes and run your routes and run your routes, puke and then run your routes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh!
Ball hit him right in the chest.
Over the head of his receiver and it bounced off the numbers of the Raptors defender. I don't think he was expecting it. He didn't really look to be looking that way, and then suddenly, boom, off his chest it went. They are lucky they did not have an interception there.
It might actually be okay that it might work in their favor. He didn't intercept that because that would have been about the 47-yard line. We'll see how this punt return goes.
Yeah. Raptors have a receiver back at the 40.
The exact same person who just dropped that interception.
Really?
Demetrius Nixon, yes.
Well, Demetrius wasn't expecting it.
See, it worked in their favor.
I think it goes over his head, but it's a
must
live
have.
ball now.
Uh-oh.
But he seems to, you gotta like his confidence.
Yeah, still.
Well, he did get back to the 20, so.
It didn't hurt too bad.
No, it wasn't too
an
painful.
Excellent kick.
Absolutely.
A reminder to all CFC award nominees, please meet at the track at the 50-yard line for halftime award banquet.
So the Raptors will start their drive at the 21-yard line. Got 40.5 seconds left on the clock here in the second quarter.
So up right now, 18-7. What do? Do you look to stay aggressive and score, or run and just take it into halftime?
I think that would probably depend on the mood in the huddle. I would say even a third option would be just go ahead and kneel. But that's not what they're going to do. They're going to go ahead and opt to run. Picks up about 4.
Clock stops.
Yeah, stops the clock at 35.3.
And then at least, it gives your running back an opportunity. If he does break one free, now there's your big touchdown right there.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Yes, absolutely.
I don't see the Raptors taking a knee only because, again, they don't have an offensive coordinator calling the plays.
Well, it's also not in their nature.
Yeah. It's kind of one of those you want to keep your foot on their throat while you can. So.
Well, there's also something to be said. Go ahead and take a knee, finish out the last 35 seconds, and then go back in and come up with a good game plan.
Yep. Good ball to the Iceman again.
Nice catch. He's brought down at the 40. Hagler is able to pick up the first down there. That's about a 15-yard gain. And the Raptors have called a timeout. We don't have it up on the board how many are remaining. They're not tracking that for us, unfortunately. And I'm good for up to 5 things at once. You add a 6th, forget it. It all falls apart.
Yeah. And that's one of the, like I said, so are they going to keep their throats on, or they keep their foot on their throats? So you see the Raptors are staying aggressive, not looking to just run the ball and take it into halftime.
Absolutely.
Which, I look at it as it could be a good thing for them, just make sure after that long delay like that, our team is back together.
Mm-hmm.
Offensively, we still are clicking. Have you been keeping track of who's all in the runnings for the different awards and whatnot?
I saw that earlier in the week, and to be honest, that's that 6th ball. Yeah. I can only juggle so much, and so no, I don't really know, and I'm kind of looking forward to hearing it during the halftime show.
Both teams actually have a ton of guys nominated for both in all positions.
Nice. Right, yeah. Quick over-the-middle pass is complete. He's on the run, picks up another 10 after the catch.
That's Nick Eisler again on the catch.
So drives it down to the 30. Well, it was a 38, but we'll see where they spot him.
Yeah, the exact same guy who's in the running for wide receiver tight end of the year with that catch. And again, he's still proving why he is in the competition for that.
Yeah. So what you're saying is he can play?
Yes, 100%.
He's kind of demonstrated that, but I wouldn't rule the Sharks out of this game yet. There's 20 seconds to go in this quarter, and then we've got a whole other half of football. And this is not going to be a game where the penalty run the clock kicks in. That's not going to happen tonight.
Yeah.
Well, McFly Price is in the shotgun. He's got a running back behind him, but this seems to be their formation, 2-2-1. He's getting chased a little bit, caught from behind, and turned over.
Oh,
the
wow.
Shark player, one of the Sharks' big man has got the ball, and he is going all the way. 6 points on the board. That is the risk of not kneeling.
Yes, that is. That is a very big risk.
Now, I don't see any laundry on the field.
I believe that is 84 Paul DePriest.
So that looks like it's going to stand.
And if it does stand, that is a huge swing in the Denver Sharks' way.
Oh, the Zebras are huddling. Have to see what they say, but I'm looking the whole field, and I don't see any laundry.
I see none as well.
Oh, no, they are getting ready for the point after, so that is a good.
A Denver Sharks touchdown.
Yes.
And that is a huge momentum swing.
Oh, that is exactly what the Sharks needed to
Yes,
go
it
into
is.
halftime with.
Right before half, yes, it is.
5.5 seconds left to go in this quarter, and the momentum has just shifted. That is a touchdown, the referee is signaling. However, there is penalties against the Sharks, which I think will be assessed on kickoff.
So since there was a kickoff already, do you kick it deep and give the Raptors an opportunity to
No.
return it, or you just go ahead and squib it?
I'd be inclined to squib it for the closest sideline you could.
Simply,
Keep it away from that guy.
with that, now,
But I'm a bad chessman, so you know. I mean, but that would be mine instincts is to
Okay.
don't let the ball anywhere near him. Well, that kick is up high
And
over the
good.
fence and good. So we're going to go into halftime unless something happens. The next 5.5, folks, that is always a possibility. But barring that, we're going to go into halftime 18-14, Raptors over Sharks. And just like that, the momentum has changed. The energy has changed. And the Sharks are showing that they're not going to lay down.
yeah, definitely. And I don't want to say I told you so, but there was a time there where I was like, hey, if we were to take that knee, is it a good opportunity to do that now?
I'd have taken the knee.
Yeah, just to get into halftime.
But I don't say that to second guess the Raptors.
Yes.
I just, you're under a minute, you're up,
Yeah.
you're going into halftime, you're already wet.
And the ball's slippery.
The ball is slippery.
Yep,
Why risk it?
definitely.
But there's a reason that I'm in the booth and they're on the
down
sideline.
there, correct.
So, I might be right twice a day, but you know what they say about a broken clock.
Yep.
Number, is it 11? Kind of hard to, they've got their shorts all folded up. It might be 15, but either way, the Denver kicker is back and ready.
Oh, he did give him a chance.
Oh, yeah, they gave him a real kick. Right to him. Okay. He's on his feet but brought down midfield. And there are flags flying everywhere as tempers are flaring here. The clock wound down. So we are out of time here. We should be into halftime. But as so often can happen when emotions get high.
Especially in a big game like this.
Oh, yeah. Although you got to give it to the Zebras. They did a decent job of
Breaking
breaking
up,
everything
getting
up.
everybody out of there.
That's right. So everyone's going to head to the – well, no, they're not heading yet. And we must remember that the official time is actually on the field, not the scoreboard.
Correct.
There could be a second or two discrepancy, so we'll have to see what the fallout of this will be. Wow, there must have been something good because they are still talking. Unless they're planning on ordering a pizza. Against the Sharks, I need to learn my hand language a little
I
better.
believe that was personal foul.
And it looks like they're going to make him kick again. I don't know. I'm trying to hear what I'm. It's kind of hard to hear what's going on. Yeah, at the glass and. But nobody's heading for the locker rooms yet.
The clock is winding. Or the referees.
Okay, that's now they've signaled halftime.
Okay, there we go.
And the halftime clock is now counting down. So that brought us to the end of the second quarter. Raptors 14, Raptors 18.
We're going to go ahead and start our award ceremony for the 2018 CFC.
While they're doing their announcement, I'll just go ahead and finish up my outro here. Raptors 18, Sharks 14. We're going to go ahead and kind of step aside. We will be showing a bit of this and then also taking a break. But we will be back definitively for the start of the third quarter. Thank you so much for watching. Really appreciate you tuning in to Colorado Sports TV coverage tonight. As you can see all the reflections as we go through the glass and get a final sync point. But I hope you enjoy the halftime show, and we'll be back as the game resumes.
We have our first award is going to this is going to be 2018 Coach of the Year. The nominees are Darnell Brooks of the Inglewood Eagles, Shannon Richardson of the Denver Sharks, Scott Cooligan of the Northern Colorado Nightmare, LJ Phillips of the Colorado Raptors, and Jim Cobb of the Metro State Roadrunners. The winner of 2018 Coach of the Year belongs to Shannon Sandman Richardson. Congratulations to all the nominees and the award winner. Our next award that will be given away is Special Teams Player of the Year. Our nominees were Luis Salinas from the Denver Pirates, Sandy Fisher of the Inglewood Eagles, Greg Swift Jr. of the Colorado Springs Flames, Ryan McCallahan from the Denver Pirates, and Ian McGee from the Denver Pirates. The winner is kicker Ryan McCallahan, who cannot be here this evening. So congratulations, Ryan. Colorado Pirates. Our next award is Linebacker of the Year. Our nominees are Coachy Richardson, Denver Sharks, Garrett Worcester, Denver Pirates, Dante Stewart, Colorado Springs Flames, Zach Noel, Colorado Raptors, Mervyn Wolford from Steel City Rage. And the 2018 Linebacker of the Year belongs to number 1, Dante Stewart. Congratulations, Dante. Our next award is Defensive Lineman of the Year. Nominees. Our nominees are Weldon Gilroy for the Denver Sharks, Regional Evans, Colorado Springs Flames, Anthony Marr Owens of the Inglewood Eagles, Victor Golden, Denver Pirates, and number 8, Malcolm Riley of the Denver Sharks. The Defensive Lineman of the Year for 2018 CFC is none other than Anthony Marr Owens, Inglewood Eagles. Next award goes to the Defensive Back of the Year. 2018 Defensive Back nominees are Ian McGee, Denver Pirates, Seth Hastings, Colorado Springs Flames, Jordan Williams, Denver Sharks, Demetrius Nixon, Colorado Raptors, Kevin Cox of the Denver Sharks. Congratulations to all nominees. And the winner is Ian McGee, Colorado Pirates. The next award is Tight End of the Year. The nominees are Nick Eisler, Colorado Raptors, wide receiver. Robert Harris, Northern Colorado Nightmare. Marcus Cliff, Denver Pirates. Paul Burt, Steel City Rage. Brandon Erickson, Inglewood Eagles. Congratulations to all nominees. The winner for Tight End of the Year is Robert Harris, Northern Colorado Nightmare. The next award is Wide Receiver of the Year. The nominees are Anthony Rankin, Northern Colorado Nightmare. Michael Richardson, Denver Sharks. Nick Eisler, Colorado Raptors. Nick Vanderland, Inglewood Eagles. Andrew Maynard Jr., Denver Sharks. Congratulations to all nominees. And the winner is Nick Eisler, Colorado Raptors. The running back of the year. Congratulations to the following nominees. Noah Wells, Denver Pirates. Quincy Kindred, Steel City Rage. Eric Foxworth, Northern Colorado Nightmare. Trey Blake, Inglewood Eagles. Jordan Icovetta, Metro State Roadrunners. Congratulations to all running back nominees. The winner, 2018 running back of the year, is Eric Foxworth, Northern Colorado Nightmare. Congratulations, Eric. Our next award happens to be one of my very favorite awards that we could ever give out, Offensive Lineman of the Year. Congratulations to the following nominees. Andrew Hines, Northern Colorado Nightmare. Brian Moore, Colorado Springs Flames. Anthony Ochado, Denver Pirates. Benjamin Sotelo, Steel City Rage. Sebastian Guerrero, Colorado Raptors. Congratulations to all nominees. And the winner for the 2018 Offensive Lineman of the Year is Anthony Ochado, Colorado Pirates. Congratulations, Anthony. Quarterback of the Year. Our nominees are Matt Keeling, Northern Colorado Nightmare. Nicole Price, Denver Sharks. Andre Graff, Steel City Rage. Tyler Roberts, Inglewood Eagles. And Watson Togliaola, Colorado Raptors, who happened to be the 2017 Most Valuable Player. Congratulations, nominees. The winner for Quarterback of the Year 2018 is Jawan Price, Denver Sharks. Congratulations. We have 3 more awards to give away. Offensive Most Valuable Player and the Defensive Most Valuable Player. Along with, can I please get Rob Escobar up here with Stephanie Fisher to give away the Rich Reyes Man of the Year Award. Rob is going to say a quick few words about what this award really means. Rob, take it away, please.
Good evening, everybody. The Rich Reyes Award was made on behalf of Richard Reyes after he passed away. But the reason this award was for the camaraderie he had, for the players on the team, the camaraderie he had, for the coaches, camaraderie, and also the respect. And so when he passed away, we decided that we were going to go ahead and recognize him year after year. He gave his soul to the CFC, but he also gave his soul to the community. He was a head coach on the senior team, but he also took care of the small kids and coached them, and we had a lot of respect for the community and the football world. The Rich Reyes Award means a lot to me because we brought it to the CFC and we were supposed to hand it to a player every year. And with that being said, the Rich Reyes Award is a very honorable award for
actually have all the nominees come up and grab a certificate for this award because it's such a special award for the Colorado Football Conference. Can I please have nominees, if they're in attendance here? Trent Fehrenbach from the Northern Colorado Nightmare. Congratulations, Trent. Nick Eisler for the Colorado Raptors. Congratulations, Nick. Noah Wells for the Denver Pirates. Mark Howie, Denver Sharks. And Eric Foxworth, Northern Colorado Nightmare. Congratulations to all nominees. This is a very special award. Let's give them all the nominees a big round of applause. And can we get a photo real quick of all these people up here? And the winner for the 2018 Rich Reyes Man of the Year is none other than Mark Howie, Denver Sharks. Congratulations, Mark, and thank you for all you do for the CFC community. And now for the offensive most valuable player. The winner for the offensive most valuable player is Denver Sharks quarterback Juwan Price. Congratulations on Offensive Player of the Year. One last award before we wrap up and get to the second half. Our defensive player, most valuable player of the year. I think this person might have won it at least a few times, probably off of me personally. It's none other than Colorado Springs' own #1, Dante Stewart, Colorado Springs Flames. Dante, congratulations. Come on over, Dante, and collect your award. And best of luck to both teams for a second half.
Well, folks, welcome back. We've got second half just getting underway here from Cheyenne Mountain in Colorado Springs. Denver Sharks are kicking off. That is a long, hard line drive. It's now live, and he's having difficulty ringing it in, but finally does. Just as the defenders are about to swallow him up, he is breaking free, but there is some laundry on the field before he's pushed out of bounds at the 28-yard line.
And again, that is Mario Sway Lewis with the return. And it is going to be a penalty against the Raptors. I believe it was a hold. I didn't see it.
No, I was more worried about the shot than the penalty, to be honest. Magic of USB.
Oh, yeah.
Plugged in a little USB light to help see what we got going on in here. But now hold on. Looks like they're going to bring that back, so that must have been against the Raptors.
Yeah, so
They got
that
holding?
would be a hold, bringing it back like that.
Yep. So instead of 1st and 10 just outside the red zone, it's going to be 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. And that's kind of annoying. I don't know if that's of any help to you or not.
You're okay.
Takes it to the right side, but not much of a gain. There's no... Oh, we have no...
He's right there. I can go grab him.
Yeah, I'll let you go ahead and take care of that. We might need to leave that open for ventilation. It's getting warm. Oh, and that one is just out of reach, but flag, so they're going to pass interference probably. Yeah, huge difference. So that's one way of marching down the field.
Free penalties.
Yeah, end up with free yards. On my list of 2020 hindsight, how would I do this game differently? I'd have mic'd up the ref.
That actually sounds like a genius idea.
I have the mics. I just didn't think about it because a lot of the schools up in Denver area, they have their own mics.
Oh, okay.
So you end up just being able to hear them off the PA. But
You ever thought of micing one of the players up?
no. No. Well, I have in hockey, and then I had thought better. I realized I what I did is I got a parabolic mic on the players to do it that way. Yeah. No, they break my no F-bomb rule. Like, you know, it's like breathing. You know,
Yeah.
it's just
In the heat of the moment, it's a whole different story
Oh,
down there on the field.
it is.
Yeah. There's guaranteed to be one player who's just doesn't have a filter.
Oh, he has one. It's in a box on a shelf back at home, but he has it.
Just not today.
It's not installed. It hasn't been in a while. Probably doesn't fit anymore, but he has one. Those are my kind of people, you see, because that's how I know that you know that's type of scenario exists. Well, the Raptors quarterback is got his favorite formation again, but once again able to bring the Sharks offline and just
through the hands of
overthrows his receiver.
Nick Eisler, who just won the wide receiver of the year award.
Oh, you've said that 6 times already.
I said he was going to win it.
Yeah, no more. We got it. You like him. He's good. Okay. Come on, Collinsworth, knock it off. Steve Young ain't out there, so just
I'm trying to get recruited here.
yeah. No, he has been impressive tonight.
Oh, fumble.
Fumble. Who is going to come out with it? They are signaling as if the Sharks have it. We'll have to see what the Zebras say. The defense thinks it's theirs.
The Sharks are definitely saying they have it.
And the Zebras agree.
Yes, they do.
That's going to be a turnover here. 13:46 to go in the third, and we have a turnover. Now, there's not a comfortable lead. The Raptors are only up by 4. And that's going to require crossing the goal line. A kick isn't going to do it, but they only got to cross once. Of course, assuming things all stay as they are now.
Correct.
First and 10, Denver Sharks on the 26-yard line.
So Denver takes over here. They're on the 26, just knocking on the door of the red zone. Got the snap.
And we have a flag down. Oh, he caught that.
And that is a touchdown. Got the corner judge down there. Arms are upright, and just like that, the Sharks have taken the lead here tonight. There is no laundry on the field. No, I don't have replay going. I'm going to bar that door. Everyone keeps coming in and out.
We have an illegal shift by the Denver Sharks. There was a flag on the play.
There was a flag. Okay.
Yes.
Commissioner just came running in here, folks, knocking things around, going, I want to see the replay. Well, unfortunately, the replay is not. Well, I can turn replay on, but then the problem is that the computer goes crazy, and I'd rather just keep a nice, smooth game going. I'll see if I can sneak some stuff in here and there, but I'd rather keep the picture quality going than try to mess with some.
And that quarterback, Juwan McFly-Price, definitely showing why he just won quarterback of the year. Actually, I believe on both the Sharks touchdowns, he extended the plays. I know on one of the touchdowns he extended the play. Again with his legs.
Scrambling, but ends up throwing the opposite side.
Across his body. Incomplete.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, use of correct vocabulary folks are used to. And I went across the body over. I thought that was a complete pass, but I guess they're saying he trapped it. Either way, it's going to end up being. Boy, I can't even see the play stick over there.
I don't see a stick over there.
Do we have a stick over there?
Yes, there it is. Second. It's by the 30-yard line.
Okay, there he. Yep. He's really blended in well.
He is.
Okay, so it's 2nd and 15 here. They're on the 30. And he runs that all the way down to the 9-yard line.
Aubrey Corals with another good run. That might be the best run of the night.
It's a good one. I honestly think you're going to have a hard time beating that run back. That 99-yard return for a touchdown that wasn't just straight down the sideline. Yeah. He had some navigation and some guys to carry. That was an impressive run. But we've got a timeout here on the field. 13:21 to go in the third. Let's see what's going on in the chat room. Guys got any questions or comments, criticisms? I'm listening. I do thank you for tuning in tonight. It looks like the Sharks are going to go ahead and break up their huddle, head out. They've changed up their pattern. This time they've got 2 in the backfield. They hand that off, goes up the middle, but he is immediately met up by the defensive wall. Yeah, they're not even going to move the play stick. They're just going to switch it up. He got back to the line of scrimmage, so it's still going to be 2nd and goal here from the 9. Well, thank you, Don. We try. Sometimes we're trying, but we do try. All right, same formation this time. Same result. They're going to go to the corner, brings it down outside of the line. He sends the pylon scurrying, but it doesn't count. So that's going to bring 3rd and goal from the 9.
That pass was intended for number 1, Travis Greer.
Well, the stands kind of repopulated a little bit. We lost a lot of folks.
The Denver Sharks actually traveled really well.
Yeah, they did. And they're still pretty well represented on the other side of the field.
Well, because the Colorado Raptors, you got to think they're in the spring, so their fans went home.
And they're hopefully watching us now.
Yeah.
So that in the corner.
Oh, I thought that was a
That
catch.
counts.
No, that definitely does.
That counts. Number 88 for the Sharks is able to rein that one in, puts another 6 on the board.
Number 88 is Andrew Maynard.
Nice job, Andrew. That's going to put it to 18-20. Sharks take the lead.
He ran a nice corner route. Good ball thrown by number 2, Jawan McFly-Price. Smoke. Again, these are like college rules, so 1 foot is all it takes.
Yeah.
And there's no flag. They're waving the flag off.
Oh, yeah.
Denver Sharks take the lead, 20-18. With the PFC coming up.
Now, the Sharks have already demonstrated they've got a pretty decent kicker.
Yeah.
He can plant that thing all the way over to the Air Force Base. So it could be, most likely we're going to be quickly looking at a 3-point lead here. So as you brought up earlier, those point after attempts that didn't work, if they had those 4 points, they'd still have the lead.
They would.
That is up through the uprights and good. So Denver is now 21-18 over the Raptors. Got 12-18 to go here in the third. Folks, we've got a great game ahead of us. We had that monster delay, but it seems to be worth it from the Sharks' perspective because they were taking over.
That woke them up for sure.
Absolutely. Well, what really did it was that turnover with 5 seconds to go, taking it down and scoring. That made all the difference going into halftime with a little bit of momentum.
Yep.
They just changed their whole outlook. I mean, they're walking a little taller. They're a little happier. So made a huge difference.
And as a player, I can tell you, going into the locker room after a big play like that is completely different than going into the locker room.
Oh,
you
yeah,
know.
the energy of that room was
Yeah.
just crazy. Instead of being all mopey and
Yep.
and
They went into the
Eeyore,
locker room 18-14 instead of 18-7.
They-
So they went into the locker room like, oh, well, this is our game.
they switched up spirit animals. They
Yeah.
switched out Eeyore and brought in Tigger.
Yeah. So the way number 3 has been returning, do you kick it back to him?
I don't know. They keep going right to him.
I mean, man,
I don't know if that's like, don't kick to him, right to him. Okay.
that seems like it's a
Yeah,
kicker thing. You let us know you played kicker.
Yeah, well, there is also a little bit of a, here, take this.
And again, kick straight to him.
Right? Pretty much right to him. He builds up the wall and then runs through it, gets up to the 27-yard line before being brought down. So at that time it worked out. Minimal damage. 12:09 left to go in the third. The Raptors will take over on their 29.
First and 10, Colorado Raptors. On the 27-yard line.
27-yard line, excuse me. The house announcer is correcting me. I don't know how well you folks can hear it. I did a game a couple weeks ago with the Blaze up in Denver. Mile High Blaze, yep. The women's team, very tough ladies. They did very well in the postseason. Mm-hmm. But we got doing the game. Like I went to watch it, and once I got home and realized I'm saying the same thing the house guy is, and they can hear both of us. So the next game I used him as play-by-play, and I did color. Well, the Raptors aren't really able to go anywhere with that, but they do pick up a couple yards. It's going to take them up close to the 30-yard line. They need a bigger play indicator. I can barely see it. The players' numbers on their shirts are smaller, or larger.
Yeah. It's second down right now, but you're right. Being so far away.
And I'm old.
Me too.
You know,
right.
I'm old. When your muzzle goes gray, you know you're old. Now the handoff to the left, he's got some momentum when he hits the line. Bounces off the defenders, though.
I did see a flag come in as well.
Did you? Yeah, I can see it there on the ground. We'll have to see, probably holding.
Yeah.
Or block behind the back or something like that. They got the shift going.
Yeah. Denver Sharks players are clapping. All right, we have a hold against the Raptors.
Repeat, second down. So that's going to back them up.
And number 1, the running back, Royce Ossie, was injured on that play as well.
And that might actually have more of a long-term effect.
I do believe so as well.
You don't want to lose your players.
Royce has scored 2 of the Raptors' 3 touchdowns.
So now they're looking at 2nd and 15.
For the Colorado Raptors.
Yeah, see? Oh.
Mm-hmm.
It's a low snap, but he's able to get the handoff off.
Oh.
Big opening, but closed up on him quick. But it is a gain of about 3 or 4. We'll have to see how they spot that. I think he got up to the 25, but we'll have to see.
That looked like Dorrance Roberts on the carry there. He was met at the line of scrimmage, I believe by number 7, Jordan Williams.
I couldn't hear the concussion as much as felt it from up here. I mean, that was a big hit.
It definitely was.
Raptors return to their favorite formation. It's a snap off. He's going to throw to his left. It's completed. And he picks up the first down, then some, and steps out of bounds, stopping the clock at 9:50. It's a 21-yard gain, takes him up to about the 47, 48-yard line.
That is a good completion to number 87, Nick Eisler.
Yeah, that tight end of theirs, he's just having a game tonight.
He is.
And that seemed to have woken the crowd up a little bit, too.
Yeah.
It's not just the high-pitched voices that are chanting. It's just those are the only ones that are making it to the mic.
Those are the loud ones.
Those are the loud ones. But they're the fun ones, too.
Oh, yeah.
So Raptors 1st and 10 here from the, what would that be, the 37. Got a quick handoff, goes up the middle, but he is met by the defense. Picks up a couple yards, sitting at the 35-yard line right now.
Again, number 2, Dorrance Roberts on the run. Like you were saying, how big of an effect is that going to have with their starting running back out of the game?
Absolutely.
Because so far you've seen the other running back come in and 2 carries, gain 3, maybe 4 yards. So now a different running back comes into the game. I believe number 23, Donche Warren. Yes, number 23, Donche Warren enters the game.
I've always been amused by, while we're waiting for the Zebras here, I've always been amused by how teams select their names.
Mm-hmm.
Now, the Colorado Raptors kind of makes some sense with Dinosaur Park not so far from here and all the skeletons and excavations and wonderful finds that they've pulled out of the ground. But the Sharks? Really? What reservoir has sharks in them? Because I want to go.
I think I'm okay. I'll stay away from him. Donche Warren with the swing pass. Runs over a defender.
Yeah, that was more of like, hi, you're going to hit the ground now. But thanks for the meeting.
So number 23 and 36 met together. Nobody really won. Number 36 for the Denver Sharks is Demario Hawkins. There's also a flag on the Colorado Raptors. So.
Grown men chanting like little boys. You know. But hey, they're having
fun. They're trying to get pumped up.
Yeah. The snap is off. That is going to be a big pass, and it is picked off. Hopefully enough of that was in frame. Here's what I get for not looking through my camera, but he picks up about another 10 yards after the catch. But he's brought down at the 45-yard line, so big turnover for Denver.
Demario Hawkins with the interception.
Doing cameras tough, announcing tough. Doing both together. Well, it's a good thing I have, bit of, I can multitask,
Experience.
and I would say it's a good thing I'm crazy. You're just used to things being fractured. But sometimes like that, I get more wrapped up in talking and I don't get the best angles.
Yeah.
So At times, I should just shut the hell up and work the camera. Snap out of the shotgun quickly, handed off, and started to go up the middle, but pivoted to the outside. Number 5 for the Sharks.
Number 5, James Ray.
He picks up about 1.5 yards there.
We'll bring up second down.
Yeah.
For the Xavier Sharks.
It's going to be 2nd and 8. The Raptor defense was getting a little antsy, and they got the blitz on. He's stuffed from behind. It's going to be a loss of 1.
Ball carrier is number 5, James Ray.
He wasn't going to get too far. The Raptors defenders were all lined up at the line. I think they had one guy back 5 yards beyond the line of scrimmage, but everyone else was just sitting there foaming at the bit.
Yeah, they definitely stuffed the box there.
All right, Denver up for 3rd and 10. He's going to scramble to his right. Gets that off for the first down and is able to step out of bounds. Picks up about another 4 or 5 after before running out of bounds. It's number 3 for the Sharks. Oh, excuse me, number 1 for the Sharks. So it stops the clock at 5:41. So the Sharks are really doing a great job of clock management at this point. I mean, they're just throwing to the outer edges, steps out of bounds. As they're marching down the field, they are doing a great job of disrupting the Raptors' rhythm from what I can see on this drive.
And Smoke, he's this entire game, he's been doing a good job getting outside of the pocket, using his legs to extend plays.
Well, when you can scramble like that, that makes it harder for the defenders to try to keep you pinned.
Especially if those ends don't stay home.
Yep. Oh, yeah, he got outside the end on that one.
Oh, yeah.
But that's also a testament to this line.
Mm-hmm.
He was able to go ahead and disrupt the end's ability to contain it.
Yeah.
So, great job all the way around. And it's really been a great job by both teams tonight.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
You know, I've seen in the chat room some questions about last year's champions and if they hadn't switched leagues, how that would have affected things. And it's fun to speculate. I mean, the Sharks were 9-0.
They were.
That's nothing to sneeze at. And the first year, really what ended up happening is the two leagues switched their dominant teams.
Correct. I think what happens there is that until somebody beats the Greyhawks, of course, you can't say they're not in a championship. No matter what, like there's no way you can say they're not playing in the CFC championship if they're still in the CFC.
See, I might get in trouble here, but my opinion is that until a Colorado team beats them, they're the kings of Colorado.
Okay.
And I don't really care which of the two leagues you're talking about. They're the king, and so much so that it changes the. Well, that's a whole conversation, but it really changes the whole dynamic of the entire league. I mean, I think the CFC was more enjoyable this year because the level of play was a lot more balanced.
I agree. The fact that you had so many different teams, you had Noko that could
almost picked off there.
Dropped interception.
Completely bad communication. Receiver went one way, the throw went another, and thankfully the Raptors' back was not able to pull that one in. Otherwise, we'd have had a a turnover here.
That's why he plays defense.
That's why he plays defense. You don't have to catch it. You got to make sure he doesn't catch it.
But, yeah, I mean, you had 3 really dominant teams in the CFC with NoCo, the Sharks, and the Raptors. With the Greyhawks there, I feel that would have been a good – like, I'm not sure how this comes about, which one of these teams would have had to play the Greyhawks last week. But as of right now, you just 100% can't say the Greyhawks wouldn't be in the game.
Timeout is called by the Denver Sharks.
Well, yeah. I mean, you'd have to assume if again, I'm here risking. Here, I'm walking around on hot golf shoes with thin ice on this, okay? But
Understandable.
But they just walk all over everybody. And if they're not in a game, it's because they're so far ahead. Now, I have seen some exceptions, but they've come from out of state.
Yes. And that's kind of the thing.
But they're not here tonight.
They are not.
So
they play next week.
They play next week, but they're not here tonight. And, so enough about that. Let's talk about this, because this has been a great game. And the way both of these teams are playing, I bet they'd give them a run.
I can actually agree with that.
I really do believe that. I think they'd give them a run. And that's coming from someone who has filmed most of the Greyhawks games this year.
Yeah.
And that's going to be the last you hear that name come out of my mouth. All right, we got 3rd and 10 here for Denver. Setting up on the 38-yard line. That is a completed pass. 2 steps and out of bounds he went, stopping the clock at 3:47. It's going to be 4th and about 4.
So the Denver Sharks, your defense has been playing well. It's 4th down. Do you punt and make them drive the entire field, or
I'd
you
go for it? I'd go for it here. You're within 3.
Mm-hmm.
If you turn it over, you're turning it over on their 30.
Okay.
So they still got 70 yards to go. And if you believe in your defense, you can stop 70.
Okay.
I would go for it here.
And it looks like that's actually what they're going to do, is go for this. Yep.
Over the middle and complete. Big gain there. He picks up about 20. That's going to put him inside the red zone. 1st and 10 on the 13.
The quarterback did an excellent job standing in the pocket, standing tall, because he took a big hit from.
Oh, and he could see it coming, too.
Yeah.
He had somebody coming from his right, and they were zoned in, but he got the throw off in time. And
he took a big hit from Shaquan Q. McGill.
Yeah.
And he stood tall and delivered that ball on 4th down.
Well, more importantly, he got up as if nothing happened.
Yeah.
So it's like, okay, whatever. So 1st and 10 here. They've got to get to the 4-yard line for the next first. Hands off up the middle. There is laundry on the field.
Great defensive play by the Colorado Raptors.
No real gain on that attempt. So it's going to be 2nd and 10.
we are taking a quick break. There does look like a player is injured.
Yeah, we've got somebody down.
I do not know his number. This is always terrible to see.
And a penalty against Denver. Well, they've got him back on his feet here, so doesn't appear to be too bad.
Sportsmanlike penalties on both teams. It looks like those will offset.
So we got offsetting penalties.
Ooh, that ball got backed up. That Zebra just set that ball down on the 28-yard line.
And they were all the way up to what, the...
They were at the 14.
Oh, man. If it's offsetting penalties, what's going on there?
I'm not sure.
There happen to be 2 flags on the Denver Sharks.
Oh, there were 2 flags on the Sharks.
Oh. Well, I hope they got the timer adjusted because the lights are. We heard the lights were programmed to shut off automatically at 10 o'clock. And the way this is going, we may not even be out of the third by 10 o'clock.
Oh, no. We got a really good game, a lot of football left.
All right, the Sharks will try this again here. Get the snap off. They're going to hand off up the middle. Bouncing around, but he's able to move forward eventually. Picks up at least 5. We'll have to see how the spot goes.
By number 24, Aubrey Quarles, for a gain of a few.
But he's got, well, folks, he's got to get to Kansas. Okay, that's how far he's got to go.
That's pretty accurate.
He's just, and I think that way's east. I'm not exactly sure. Ooh, this is cool. Want to get a second? Got some fireworks going on over there. Not exactly sure why. They must have heard about the game.
Again, the quarterback using his legs.
Almost intercepted.
And I mean, as a quarterback, that's dangerous to throw across your body like that. For that very reason.
Well, there wasn't really, as it turned out, there wasn't that much risk because it wasn't intercepted. You know, they got lucky in that regard. But the alternative was just continue the next 2 steps and step out of bounds.
Or so live to play another play, throw it away.
Yeah.
Take the safe route.
Oh, I don't disagree, but
Especially in a big game like this.
as it turned out, it was pretty much the same net result.
It was.
He's going to scramble a bit, gets the throw off into the corner, and it is good.
Touchdown, Denver Sharks.
Let's go ahead and take another look at that one.
Denver Sharks touchdown. Looks like a 20-yard catch and throw.
Nice job, Denver, on that. They're going to go ahead and extend their lead here. This kick goes through. They will be up by 10. See, I'm starting to understand now why they're 9-0.
Yes.
You know, and I can see they are they seem to be a second half team, which is great. That one is good. So that's going to put them at 28-18 with 1:02 to go in the third.
Sharks 28, Colorado Raptors 18 with 1:02 left in the third.
So we will have to see what the Raptors do in response to this. But the Sharks have come alive here in the second half.
And do we question how much of that is that rain delay? Because if before the rain delay, there was definitely, it looked like they weren't
I don't know.
really awake, and then
Yeah, but that last few seconds, that was a huge momentum change in the
Right
last few
before
seconds,
halftime?
right before halftime.
Yeah.
They were able to intercept that, take it down, put 6 on the board.
Yep.
That honestly, I think that was the pivot point.
I will agree with that.
I don't know how much of an effect the rain delay had.
Just because that may have gave the coaches time
Well,
to go back and, hey, guys, we got to wake up. This is the championship. It's time.
It also gave them time to hop on YouTube, go back and watch our coverage of the
Yeah.
first half, and do a little bit of coaching, film coaching there. But I don't know. I mean, it might have had an effect. Nice deep kick there. He's recovered on the 12. He is still moving.
And they keep kicking the ball to him.
Yeah, they finally brought down around the 30-yard line. So the Raptors will start this drive with 54.5 left in the third. So I am by no means writing the Raptors, any of the team out.
Oh,
this,
no.
This is get ready for a war in the fourth.
Especially after, I don't know if you've seen the game last week, or did you hear about the game?
Oh, I heard that both, I didn't see them, but I heard that both games were settled in the last 2 minutes.
Yeah. So, it's still definitely a ball game. And like we talked about at the beginning of this broadcast, that it was going to be a ball. We didn't expect any team to blow anybody out.
No, I didn't expect any blowouts here tonight. Well, that snap was low, but he's able to control it. Hands that off, up the middle. Huge gain. Take another look at that.
A great run up the middle by D-Rob Roberts.
And that was Dorrance Roberts.
But we do have a flag, so looks like that's going to be negated. I didn't see the penalty.
Holding on the Raptors.
Oh, yeah.
So that one's coming back.
Yeah. Well, that's a shame because that was a great run.
It was.
But if you're going to get those kind of openings, sometimes that happens.
Yep. And the Denver Sharks are coming out again with this one high safety look.
And it goes really nowhere. Uh-oh. Tempers are starting to go. There's one flag.
There are flags on the field.
And this is to be expected when it's a big game like this.
Yeah,
It's-
but there's 6 seconds left in the quarter.
Yeah,
And you're
I mean,
grown-ass men
that's one thing.
with children in the stands.
That's
so
the biggest thing. Kids
yeah.
are here, but I mean,
I'm sorry, folks. I shouldn't be like this, but yeah. I mean, I don't know what the officials' hand signals are, but to me it looked like jackass play on this guy and jackass play on that guy. And
unsportsmanlike,
unsportsmanlike, yeah.
offsetting penalties.
Those will offset and we will replay it down.
Yep. So this, in the end, will be a mulligan. And we'll play this one again.
To
So we'll be 1st and 10 here for the Raptors. They are on the 27. Now that unfortunately got away from him. I'm not sure if he got rattled or what, but that one bounced between the receivers.
Yeah. I mean, it's easy to get rattled with as much as he's been getting hit tonight.
Oh yeah.
I mean,
he's got a lot of guys flying at him, and
Yeah.
you know he's being so much cooler under all that than I would be.
oh, yeah.
But that does bring us to the end of the third. So after 3, Raptors 18, Denver Sharks 28. Thank you so much for tuning in. This has been a fun game.
It has.
We're just going to take a real quick break, folks, while they switch sides, and we will be back for the fourth. And welcome back, folks. See, I promised it'd be short. So we're going to get started here with final quarter of the game. Well, final quarter of regulation, I should say.
And there's a flag on
Already
the
got a flag. Big throw
Oh.
that just through his hands. So we've got the free play did not work out.
Offside by the Denver Sharks.
Looked like that defensive end didn't get a chance to get back on sides. He was off sides.
Well, a smart quarterback will keep an eye on that and do quick counts.
Yep.
Of course, you also need a receptive center.
Yes.
Raptors are going to get started here from the shotgun. He's looking, finds a target, and is able to pick up the first down, quickly step out of bounds around the 43, 44-yard line. So that's going to be 1st and 10. Oh, nearly to the 45. They were generous. Well, they had better angles. Let's be honest. I don't want to sound like, I don't want to sound like that sounded. But they had better angles.
They can see a little better.
Oh, yeah. They're right there, and I'm 150 feet away up into the air. So, but I'm not sure what this powwow is about. I think there's something going on with the chain gang over there. Looks like a chain has come loose from the bottom of one of the red sticks. So they're trying to get that repaired and are able to. Yeah, I'm going to have to check. We started talking about that a little bit earlier. I'm going to have to check into that technology and see where it's coming. But that would be
with the
so cool
laser?
to be able to put
Yeah.
lasers across the field to see where the first down markers are. and just have them be emitted from the base of those red sticks.
Yeah.
That would be cool. Quick throw off, a little hard, bounced out of the hands of the receiver. And then the defender wasn't expecting that and didn't even really make the attempt, and then he's over there regretting it.
But if he would have,
he was lined up.
Oh,
yeah,
he would have been gone.
He would have. That'd have been a pick six. But Raptors catch a break on that one. So it's going to be 2nd and 10 here from the 45. Yeah, the defense was a little early on that one. Once again, they go up the middle, pick up a couple yards, but I don't know if it's going to matter. I'm not sure if it was the defense jumped or they were drawn off. We'll have to see who gets backed up. No, it's going to be against Denver. But they're going to go ahead and decline that. 2nd and 5 from midfield here. Nice throw across the middle. And he's still on his feet. Raptors are going to take that one to the house and pick up 6 there.
So do I have to say it? That was actually a really good ball.
That brings the Colorado Raptors score to 24.
All right, sorry, the replay didn't work on that one. Damn, I wanted that one. I'll have to pull that one out of the main recording.
Yeah.
Because that was a nice one.
So not having a kicker, does it hurt? How bad does it hurt now? Because you could take this down to a 3-point game or a 2-point. So we'll say they convert this, it goes to a 2-point game. And now having a kicker is huge.
Yeah, because if they get close now, field goals are pretty much off the table. But that one's batted away and no good. So they are once again going to have to settle for 6.
Number 7, Jordan Williams, with a really good defensive stop there.
So that's 24-28. Raptors are still down, but great job.
And we still see the starting running back for the Raptors. He has now taken off his shoulder pads, so he will not be entering back into the game. He is holding his shoulder.
Yeah, he's going to call it a night. As their Raptors get ready to go ahead and kick this one off. 13:51 left in regulation.
And, I mean, this is exactly what we expected from the beginning.
You know, to be honest, I didn't know what to expect. Because this is the first time I've seen either of these teams play this year. And actually, this is the first time I've ever seen the Sharks play, period.
Okay.
So I'm very impressed.
I didn't expect a blowout. I expected a close game. I didn't think it would give us this good of a game. But,
I think my unfamiliarity is being misinterpreted as favoritism, okay?
Yeah.
And I don't want that from the viewers because I don't have a favorite here. But I've been impressed with both teams, and I'm so far this is a hell of an enjoyable game.
it is.
Great kick by the Raptors. goes deep and retrieved from the 10-yard line. He's up to the 20. Going to turn the corner at the 30, up 35, and push back just under the 40. That is, I'm saying that's a 30-yard return. Going to take him up to the 40 here. And Denver will start their drive from the 39. Let's see where they're going to mark that one.
13 minutes left. Do you play clock management or do you stay aggressive?
Who? Which team?
The Sharks.
The Sharks?
Offensively, because the second half.
I don't know because you're only up by 4.
Yeah, that's the thing. The second half, their offense has been clicking. So
that's one play away from now you're down by 2.
Yeah.
With a larger lead, definitely clock management, but I don't know.
Because
see, that's where my unfamiliarity with the team is getting into it. It's causing, because I'm always a fan of clock management. I'm a huge fan of clock management.
Unfortunately, I'm a Falcon fan, so I was part of the whole Falcon Patriots Super Bowl and watched my team just dismantle in the Super Bowl for doing clock management.
When I think of the Patriots in the Super Bowl, I go back to 1985. Okay? I think of my Chicago Bears going up against the Patriots in the Super Bowl. That's the Patriots I tend to think of. Oh, that was...
Missed a wide open.
Yeah, missed opportunity there for the Sharks.
Travis Greer, wide open.
Yeah,
that would have at least moved the sticks for him.
Oh, yeah, that would have absolutely been the first down and probably 10 or 20 more. I'm not going to assume anything more than that because he'd have had to get past 3 defenders.
Yeah.
And the reflections on the glass is making the clock kind of hard to read, but we've got 12:51 left in regulation. Like I said, I'm not used to shooting through inch-thick glass. The cannon is fired. Up in the air he goes, but not able to retrieve that one. Incomplete. That would have been about a 30-yard gain had that gone through, but unfortunately not to be.
So this is where that clock management comes in, because I'd say about a minute came off the clock.
Yeah.
And Raptors 3 and out there. So
yeah, no, I can't hurt.
yeah, so a minute comes off the clock with the 3 and out. I mean, now it gives the Raptors, they still have their full offensive playbook. It's not just we're only pass only. So you don't have to be one-dimensional. You can still run the ball.
They're able to get this punt off. It's deep, down to the 25. And then Sharks are going to go ahead and down it there at the 25.
Takes an unfriendly Sharks bounce.
So the Raptors will start this drive here deep in their own territory, but with lots of time left. Got our own little impromptu cheerleading squad set up down on the sidelines. Well, he's going to cut back the other way, try to get forward, but in the end, swallowed up.
A lot of east and west there.
Yeah.
I mean, about 30 yards to get 2.
Right. Oh, yeah, he ran a long distance, but not in the right direction.
Yeah.
So it's going to be 2nd and 10. Oh, even I got faked out on that one. Wow. I actually thought he handed off.
That brings up 3rd down and 9 for the Colorado Raptors.
See, that's normally where the technical director would be like, all right, camera 1 is mistargeted. Let's go to camera 2. It's wide, but at least pointed in the right direction.
See, now it looks like the Sharks have came out of that that one high safety look. If you notice now, they're showing 2 safeties. Oh, wide open.
Very nice.
Mario
Raptors able to
Sway
pick
Lewis.
up. Huge gain on that. Crossed over the midfield mark down to the 42, 43-yard line. Great connection there.
And that might have been the because if they looked to me like the Denver Sharks had been, and see now they go back to that one high safety look again. So I'm not sure if that's their cover 3 or their man.
And that one is up the middle and caught.
Oh, touchdown Raptors.
That is going to be
Luis Phoenix Quijada. So again, here coming down to you can't kick a extra point.
I know.
So
They're up by 2 right now, but if they could get their extra points going.
yeah, and that's as of right now, that's definitely the biggest factor in this game.
Absolutely. Because how much difference would it be if they had those 10 points?
I mean, that changes the entire game.
Well, assuming that this 2, with no kicker, going 2 points per, 5 touchdowns down.
I mean,
That 8 points at least going into this would make a lot of difference.
Into a tight game like this, you're at 34, 35 points.
But it's not easy to either find or develop a kicker. So,
Yes.
I can't knock them for not having one.
And normally the kicker is the linebacker, number 44, Zach Noel. So I'm not sure why or what's going on.
He attempted.
He did?
Yeah, he didn't get much altitude.
Okay. I know last year in the championship his ankle was hurting. I think he had sprained his ankle the week before the game.
Offsides here. She's going to sleep well tonight.
Oh, yeah.
Those whole gaggle of little kids just bouncing off the walls, the track, anything they can find to bounce off of.
It's okay. Run, run, run.
Absolutely.
Sleep good tonight.
So it looks like they're going to try this again. And once again, they go to the corner, but they overthrow it. So that is, well, I hate to say it, but that's 5 failed point after attempts.
Yeah. And I mean that's
And
5
that's
extra points that could be on the board.
And that's going to hurt.
Yeah, and the Denver Sharks have shown they at least have a kicker.
Well, I should say it could hurt if the momentum shifts once again. Right now, they've got control.
Yeah. It looks like the momentum is back with the Colorado Raptors.
Yeah, well, we'll see. We'll see. Got 11:14 to go in regulation, so anything is possible.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Anything is possible. Denver is back deep to receive this kickoff here. A nice return on this, back up to nearly the 40-yard line. It's about a 30-yard gain here.
First and 10 for the Denver Sharks on their own 39-yard line.
And unfortunately, I'm not all the way sure how many close games the Denver Sharks have been in. So you normally find out how good your team is in close games. Of course,
Right.
you don't want to find that out in the championship game.
Well,
But
I'm kind of of two minds of that, to be honest with you, because good battles during the championship game, good close games, they're great for the fans.
yeah, we love them.
Oh, they're great for the fans. Throws to his right, able to pick up a few yards, first down, and then some, but there is a flag down.
Number 16.
And that's going to be against Denver.
Looks like there was a hold. After a very good screen pass.
This is where I would get in trouble with the parabolic mic because I'd be like pointing it at the zebras. What'd they say?
And it was a hold.
Till you bust them with like, okay, so after the game, you want pepperoni? I don't know. I think I want a Hawaiian, myself.
Yeah.
But I did actually bust some hockey refs doing that. They were arguing about where to go to get one wanted buffalo wings, the other one wanted pizza, and it was funny.
Oh, man.
See, this is why I don't mic up anybody anymore.
Yeah.
Well, the Raptors had him wrapped up and stuffed. So it's going to be 2nd and 12 here. Yeah, I'm going to take back what I said. You were right. Momentum is back with the Raptors.
Yeah, the fans are getting into it. If you notice, the sideline is getting into it again.
The sideline is definitely woken back up.
Yeah.
Now, we'll see how that translates to on the field, where the Denver sideline is a little bit more sedate, focused.
They're definitely focused.
We'll use focused, because I don't want to suggest anything negative here. I don't want that misinterpreted. But they're
Timeout, Raptors.
yeah.
Timeout on the field.
So let's say the Denver Sharks don't convert this because it's 3rd down right now.
Right.
So they don't convert this. Do you go for it or do you punt it? With knowing that the Raptors have momentum.
You don't want to. You're on the wrong side of the 50.
Yes.
So no, you punt.
Okay, so
Yeah,
you punt.
there's no question to me on that one. You're on the wrong side of the 50.
4th quarter.
If they were between the 30 and 40 on the other side, then I'd be more inclined to go for it.
Okay.
Because the turnover there still marches them 60, 70 yards.
Yeah.
I'm not a big fan of turnover 30 yards away.
Yeah.
That's a little too risky for me. But again, I'm not Coach Mark. So we'll have to see what they do.
I mean, I think it really comes down to number 2, Smoke, making sure that he. So first
Well,
of all,
he's
Raptors
scrambling
have
now.
to contain him on the sidelines. Or from.
And that
and
cut
there's a
is
big
caught.
catch. There's
That is a
huge catch.
completion for the Denver Sharks. Huge gain. Picks up the first down and many times then some. They are now knocking on the 25-yard line here. So I guess they converted.
Yep. And now you're in 4-down territory?
See, now we're down in the territory where I would go for it.
Well, we've seen the kicker, and from
No.
the extra points, it looks like the kicker can kick pretty well.
I'd
Are
feel
we-
better with another 10. Honestly, I'd feel a little bit better, a little closer.
That's both of us not knowing the kicker's distance.
Not knowing anything about the
Yeah.
kicker. That's just being safe.
Yeah.
The kid may have a cannon and even from this distance would bounce off the scoreboard, but I don't know that. So I would be inclined to just be cautious. And when your running backs are doing that, you don't need to. He plows through for another 8.
James Ray.
So he's going to take
5.
it down to around the 17-yard line, 16-yard line.
That will bring up 2nd and 1 for the Denver Sharks.
So they're saying that's a pickup of 9. So now 2nd and 1 for the Sharks, and they are knocking on the red zone. No, strike that. They're already in it. They've crossed into the red zone. Hand up off the middle again. This time it's a gain of maybe 1.
I think they got back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, no, I think you're right. They're going to say. So it's going to be 3rd and 1 here.
And I mean, at this point, the way your quarterback has been playing, Juwan McFly-Price, Smoke, the way your quarterback has been playing, he's been getting out of the pocket at will.
Yeah.
Are you okay letting him kind of do him, kind of, sort of?
We'll have to see.
Get out the pocket and look to make those passes? Because he definitely does what every coach tells you not to do, and that's throw across your body. He
Yep.
definitely does it, but he
It's only been intercepted once on him
Yeah,
tonight.
yeah.
So he gets lucky with it.
and he is coming off the field. Looks like they are bringing in the field goal team.
Okay.
So was that more of a play? Just hey, let's just try to get the ball in the center of the field for him, or
It could have been just trying to, and they picked up about 6 of that yards. I said I wanted 10 more of.
Yeah.
So they went from the 25 closer to the 15. That's going to mean now he's going to be kicking from the 23-yard line. 33-yard field goal attempt here. If good, the Sharks will regain the lead. And he's got the leg.
Oh, it's
And it's
definitely
good. So he's going to put it 31-30, Sharks over Raptors.
6 minutes left. And that would have been good from easy.
Oh, yeah, he
Yeah.
had another 10. He didn't need that 10.
Yes.
He didn't need that 10. He had it in him. So that field goal attempt is good. 6:47 to go in regulation. And I'm starting to feel the need to say in regulation here. Because of last week's tight games all the way down the last few seconds, any indication,
Oh yeah.
I would not be surprised if they decide, you know what, let's go for 5 periods. And the only lament, no barbecue.
There's some food trucks over there.
Oh, had a plan for after the game. It had to be scrapped because of the rain delay.
Yeah.
But Sharks kick off here. Deep, high kick. Takes it all the way back to the 5-yard line. He's going to try to get his wall formed up and turn the corner. But not able to. He's got his ankles wrapped up at the 20. So they are going to go ahead and keep him contained. Raptors will have to start their drive from the 20-yard line here. 80-yard drive to go. They want to put 6 more on the board.
And we are pretty much sure the Raptors don't have a field goal kicker, so they are in score and score only.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's 6 or nothing.
Probably. I don't want to go out on a limb and definitively say they don't have a kicker because I don't know.
Yes, me neither. And
but I haven't seen one thus far, and the one point after attempt would not lead me to believe that he's. I know I sound like I'm bashing on the guy. I don't mean to. I don't know how to say this without saying it that way. I think we're going to have to see him cross on the ground.
Yeah.
Or, you know what I mean, cross the goal line. It's not going through the uprights.
And it looks like the Denver Sharks are back in showing that one high safety look again. So I believe when they went to that 2 high safety, they were in a cover 2. And with the 1 high safety, you're either showing a man look or a cover 3 look. So, and they're in it again with that 1 high safety. So either that man or cover 3.
Drops back, deep throw. Almost. Number 7 for the Sharks comes out of nowhere to bat that away at the last second.
That was a great defensive play.
That almost was 6 points for the Raptors.
It was.
That was an amazing throw, pretty much on target, but the defender was able to bat it away at the last second. Great example of I don't have to catch it. I just have to make sure you don't catch it.
Yep. Like, I want to say that's why he's on defense, but he did what he was supposed to do on that. He didn't even attempt to catch it.
Neither did Dion.
But Dion didn't even attempt to tackle.
He didn't have to because they never caught it. Oh, he's going to throw that one away. No flag, so he must have gotten outside the tackles. 5:32 to go in regulation here, and it's a 1-point game.
And it looks like number 12, Watson, the quarterback, is staying on the field. And are we at 4th down?
Yeah.
So we're at 4th down.
Yeah.
And so Raptors are going for it.
Wow, that's confidence. It's going to be 4th and 6th, and they're going for it. And if they don't...
Oh, nope, pooch punt.
Okay.
It could be pooch punt.
Okay. What? Going for it here? Low snap, but he is able to get that off. Going to recover on the 30, bring it forward, fights his way back up to the 40 before he's finally brought down. Well, finally brought down. Not before he's brought down. So the Sharks are going to go ahead, start their drive. 5:20 to go here.
So now do you do the clock management?
If it's convenient.
There is no convenient. I mean, there's 5 minutes left.
There's always convenient. I mean, you don't rush to the line.
Okay, correct.
The clock is, once the clock is rolling, you can just kind of.
Clock is definitely your friend.
Menander up to the line,
Yep.
Take an extra couple seconds here and there.
And as the quarterback, you should know to be looking at that back judge because he's going to signal and let you know when you're at 10 seconds, 5 seconds, 4, 3, 2.
So I do consider that kind of stuff part of clock management. So in that regards, yes. As soon as you take a lead, I think you should be doing that kind of stuff.
Yes.
But you also need to be able to pivot quickly because you're only up by 1.
Correct.
I mean, there's no breathing room.
I mean, but also knowing that the Raptor defense has caused a lot of late turnovers. Like last week, for instance, they had a big stop that they ended. That's why they won the game.
Right.
So, d- what do you do in that situation? Let's see if he waits for that back judge. And back judge has not signaled anything. He did not wait for that back judge, so
The handoff was originally going left, but he cuts back to the right and is able to pick up about 8 yards, 7, 8 yards there.
and that's number 24, Aubrey Quarles.
They're going to set that up on the 47-yard line. So it's going to be 3rd and 3. Midfield is the first down.
And the Colorado Raptors are trying to get the fans behind them now. Three minutes on the clock is going. And again, he did not wait for that back judge.
Immediate flag.
Yes, definitely a flag.
So somebody jumped.
Ball carrier stopped for a 1-yard loss.
Okay, now the screaming has stopped.
And we have
Illegal formation on the Denver Sharks. That penalty will be declined and brings up 4th down.
so illegal formation, Denver Sharks. And that's where I was saying that clock management comes in, because you're not even waiting for that back judge anymore.
Right.
So you could be snapping the ball with 20 seconds still on the play clock to go.
Yeah, that's kind of difficult when you're not able to see the clock yourself.
I mean, but as a quarterback, you should know that the back judge is telling you the time. He'll start counting, you
Yeah.
know, from 10. Some refs, they'll count signaling their hand in a waving motion from 10. Others will count down slowly with their arms from 10. So to not even wait for that.
We'll get this punt off. It's a nice punt back to the 20-yard line. Didn't get much of a gain on that, but
So we're down to 2 minutes and 58 seconds. Are they in four down territory all the way, or 4 downs?
we'll see.
I think right now you kind of are as an offense. You're at that position where you don't necessarily have to pass the ball, but because we
Well-
can see Royce Ossie, their starting running back, isn't going back in the game. He is already put his street clothes back on.
And also, we don't know how many timeouts are left.
Yes,
Now, we know we're going to have a stoppage of the clock at the 2-minute warning.
correct.
And without knowing the timeouts, if I'm the Raptors, I'd play the sidelines. As long as you can march down the field, that is. He's got some time. It's going airborne. That is complete. And they're saying
It's a catch.
Completed catch down at the 35-yard line. Huge, huge gain for the Raptors.
I'm trying to get a number for you. Looks like number 14, Lorenzo Hollywood Brown.
On the reception?
Yes.
Yeah, that was a great
Oh.
catch.
There's also going to be a penalty added on. I didn't catch the penalty. I just heard the end of it.
Yeah, I missed that. Was that which side of the ball was that?
It was on the Denver Sharks.
No, I mean on the quarterback or the receiver.
It looked like it was on the defender, on the quarterback side. So was
Okay.
there a late hit?
I don't.
I wasn't.
You know what?
looking at it. I was with you.
This is
following
the
ball.
This is the downside of one-man productions. Is I don't always get to look at. Sometimes there's too much on the field for me to look at.
Yeah.
But the Raptors are going to come up to the line, 1st and 10 from the 20. 2:29 and counting to go. The clock is just counting. They get the snap off. He's looking to the corner.
Double move.
No.
The defender definitely bit on that double move.
And up into the netting of the long jump net. So that attempt was no good. They're going to have to start again. 2nd and 10 here from the 20. Now 2:01 on the clock. I know I'm lazy. I'd just be tempted if I'm the ref to just go, all right, close enough. Got a stoppage now. 2-minute warning. I know you can't do that, but oh, bobbled. But that is completed. Yeah, small gain for a busted play. They got lucky.
They did. That's actually scary thinking about that.
Yeah, he picks up 3 yards on that, so it's going to be 3rd and 7 here. It's going to put him up to the 19. And that is the 2-minute warning. Timeout on the officials here. There's 1:51 left on the clock, but they're calling that the 2-minute warning here. We got some kids howling like Joey's with the kangaroos. Folks are having a great time out here, and I hope you're enjoying watching because it's been a blast bringing this game to you. The rain delay was not so much fun, but
it's definitely been a good game.
Although it wasn't so bad for us because we were in the booth. Shut the windows and we're good. But
it was still there.
It's still there, and it still took almost an hour. So it was the difference between barbecue and no barbecue.
Yeah. You still have a long drive home.
About 2.5 hours. Yeah.
And the Sharks showing a no safety high look.
Oh, intercepted in the end zone by the Sharks.
Okay.
He's going to bring it out, still on his feet. Finally brought down at the 15-yard line.
There could be a pass interference there or a defensive holding.
Yeah,
it looks like there was a lot going on with that corner and the receiver over there.
There's 4 flags on the ground now, so we'll have to see what's going on.
There was a whole lot going on over there.
But the Raptors are getting themselves positioned. See, if this works, it's going to work. It's brilliant. And if it doesn't, they're going to kick themselves. But the Raptors have started taking over the game of time management. Just letting the time chip away with the intent of quick score, no time left to do anything about it.
Yeah. If it works.
If it works.
Correct.
And that is against Denver.
Giving the Raptors an automatic first down.
Yep.
Pass interference.
That would give the Colorado Raptors an automatic first down.
Let's see where they spot this, though.
Were they on the 20, so half the distance to the goal? Or is that just automatically 15?
No, I think you're going to give them 15 because they're pushing it down to the 4-yard line.
So it's okay.
So it's going to be 1st and goal on the 4 for the Colorado Raptors. We got 1:37 left in regulation.
So you have your backup running back in the game. Do you run the ball or are you risking taking that pass?
It's 1st and goal. Take a couple risks.
I'm more
As
of a
long as
safe
they,
bet. I
as
say
long
run.
as they hang on to it.
There we go. Like I said, I say run.
Oh, see, now to me, the run was the risk. Because they had 3 open receivers in the corner.
I feel you just kind of have to go run because now, like you were saying, it lets them chop at the
It
at
just
the clock a
chops
little
away at
bit.
the clock. We're down to
Now,
113 and counting.
It forces the Denver Sharks, hey, yeah, we're right here on the goal line.
Yep.
Do you want to call a timeout or not?
Right.
If not, we'll take it down.
In fact, we're about to cross the 1-minute mark right now. We are under a minute to go in this game. Sharks are up by 1. This is going to be a battle of wills here because the Raptors are inside the 5-yard line. 2nd and goal from the 4. If the defense holds, Sharks win.
Yes.
If it doesn't, Raptors win. Incomplete. And I don't see any laundry. So 3rd and 4. And without a kicker,
Yeah, and that's
their field goal may not be an
those-
option.
Man. So do you think they give the kicker another chance? Or was the field goal that bad? Like,
Yeah, no, I don't even want to comment because I just sound like I've been bashing on the guy, and I don't want to do that. I don't.
see, I was not here for that first missed extra point.
It bounced off someone's belly.
Okay. And I mean, right now, not having that kicker is showing.
Yeah. Now that's huge.
Yeah.
That's huge. Not only would it be the difference between the automatic victory, because they would already be up by several points at this point.
Correct.
But now, 27.9 to go in regulation, their chip shot field goal position.
And it's,
But-
it looks like you're in 4-down territory because of that.
Yeah. So, no, but the Raptors have got some tough runners. You know, if keep their blocks clean and just plow through.
See, but the tough runner is out of the game.
One
He's
of.
sitting on the sideline over
one-
here.
one of,
He's
but
the
he's-
starting running back.
Well,
Oh, there's a penalty. Not sure what happened there.
delay of game.
So too many men on the field.
Yep. That's going to back them up. That's not going to help. So now they're looking at 3rd and 9. 27.9 to go in regulation. With a 1-point deficit from the Raptors' perspective. Wow, folks, this. And another flag.
Against the Raptors.
And it's, yeah. Another. I'm not sure what the violation was, but some of the Raptor players are not happy.
It looks like there's too many men on the field.
Get behind that white line, guys. Oh, again.
There was definitely some movement there. And it looks like the Denver Sharks went back to that too high safety look. false start against
False start
the Raptors.
against the Raptors.
And they started out on the 3-yard line, 4-yard line, and have moved all the way back to.
Yeah, first two plays were on the 4. Then they got backed up to the 9, and now they're being backed up
to the 18.
To the 18. So it's going to be 3rd and 18. Well, you've got to get to there's no first.
Yeah, there's no first.
There's no first. Third
it's touchdown or nothing.
Touchdown or a long winner. So here we go. 28. They've adjusted 28 even on the clock. And he's going to go airborne. Through the hands, incomplete. So that is 4th and 18. With 21.5 to go on the clock. Final play for the Raptors, most likely.
And there you go. Those Denver Sharks have their sideline, and the fans have woke up.
Yep.
Denver Sharks 31.
Well, this is why the Sharks are 9-0.
Yes.
This is why they were undefeated all season. They stayed focused, they stayed calm, and just methodically went through the game. And the Raptors have played a hell of a game too. This is fun. When I get all that rain delay edited out, this is going to be a fun game to watch. He's going to go airborne and batted down, no good. And that will turnover on downs, 15.1 on the clock, and the Sharks have already started celebrating. So yes, in this case, I would just kneel. In fact, if they don't kneel, I'm going to go down there and smack somebody.
Like, man.
And then run, because they're all bigger than me. I won't get far because they're all faster than me, too. But so 15.1 to go here in regulation. The Sharks take control once again. They are up by 1. And they have stunned the audience. The folks in the stadium are just stunned. Now, most likely this will be the final play.
And unfortunately, we can't see timeouts.
Yeah, they don't have timeouts posted, but I don't know if it'd really do any good.
I mean, if you have 3.
All they need is 1 kneel.
What's time left?
15.1 seconds left. Yep. And that's it. Yeah, the Raptors ran out of time to force anything, so that will do it. The Denver Sharks are the 2018 champion. Their first season in the league.
First season.
And they become the champions. Well, folks, I hope you enjoyed this game because it was a whole lot of fun to bring to you.
It was a good game.
I'm just blown away. First time I've seen the Sharks play, and I was very impressed.
Absolute great display by both teams. A big congratulations to the Colorado Raptors.
So thank you so much for tuning in. That will do it for our coverage here tonight.
Denver Sharks, who are the 2018 Colorado
Final score, Denver Sharks 31, Colorado Raptors 30. You're not going to get any closer than that, folks. It was just an amazing game. So thank you so much for tuning in. Hope you have a great rest of your summer. There's still the All-Star game, and there's still a couple of surprises in store for folks from the CFC. But the season is now concluded. And we wish everyone a great fall and winter, and we'll see everyone back in May for the start of the 2019 season. Take care, everybody.